As I sit here, comfortably aboard the greatest technological marvel humanity has ever achieved, I recognize that this station would not exist without the sustaining efforts of our sibling facility on the surface of the moon. Our helium-3 refinery alone is the lifeblood of this company, not to mention the exciting R&D taking place down there. So I want to offer my thanks and support to our employees hard at work at the Pythias moon base. When you look up, take pride, and remember, we're looking down on you with appreciation.
Hey, you tree. Oh god, that's all I have. Whoa, whoa. Okay. Fortunately, it's a good spell. Unfortunately, I just killed my healer. Hey, Zach Taft. I remember my first highway thing. That was actually one of the harder and more stressful things I had to do, so I hope it went well for you. Damn, it's here, Mike. Would you stop cleaning those latrines? God, man. They're fine. Well, I mean, they're not fine. They're gross, so it's the problem. Listen, clean those latrines, man. Thank you, DirectD. As always. And mine didn't, Zach Taft. Not me, Dream Whisperer. Nowadays, oh, distant, faint, flickering. But it is there. We might actually get new StarCraft stuff. Probably in about 2 years, maybe 3. But it's on the table. And that's corrupted. I mean, it never was before, so, you know.
Vital signs critical.
Oh, hey, the shuttle. Let's do it. I'm out. Oh, God, there's no shuttle. There's no shuttle. Why is there no shuttle? Hey, Nemesis. Join the shuttle side, Nemesis. Oh, Jesus. I'm too weak and spindly. The killer bot's gonna kill me. Oh, Jesus. Go. A control module. Well, now that's interesting. Of course, it doesn't matter because we're about to reset this version of reality, but, you know. Hey, Pillow Willow. We're all dead. Just, you know. Turbo dead. Like, we are super mega dead. It's like playing D&D, really. You know you're dead, so you just kind of like, alright, well, whatever. Now that we're dead, screw it! Kill everything else on the way out. Don't actually... Oh, God! Speaking of which, don't actually do that. We here at the Lore Walkers do not endorse killing everyone on the way out. Do not pull a Hitler. Cool. Eruption level increased. It's always awesome. I mean, honestly, where's that control pad when I could have used it? That's neither here nor there. Nothing to see here. Okay, I have a really terrible idea. So let's heal up a little bit. Come on in. I'm right here, Mr. Science Operator. Come on in. Come on in. I'm right here. Whoa! Okay. You should not be able to shoot me through a freaking glass window. Jackass. Alright, let's see if we can figure what's going on here. Oh, tram. Yeah, this is the tram system. Oh, hey. Control module. This is it. Oh, we just took the tram turtle offline. We should probably not do that. Run. Okay, we want to go to... I don't know where. Where do we want to go? We want to go to the shuttle, but where the hell's the shuttle? Looks like it's the left one. Crew Annex, let's go! Well, that partially sucks, Jedi Master Spooky, but I'm glad they've mellowed out. I actually had plenty of people tell me Star Trek was lame back in the day, too. Just, you know.
We'd like to remind everyone to...
Oh, hang on. Voice of Authorita has decided we must suffer in silence.
Quiet hours on level 1 of the crew annex. Quality rest is essential for performance and
Everyone, you can gang up on and horribly beat with your bare hands Voice of Authorita. If you want to get the music starting on again. Voice of Authorita is solely responsible for this music. Or lack thereof. Oh my god, screw this. Okay, I feel better. Alright, we're good. What? Oh, whatever.
I'll investigate.
Yeah, investigate you on your own time. I'm kind of busy. Okay. I've decided to run for my life.
Of high velocity plasma. Problem found.
Warning, suit integrity damaged.
Yep.
Detected.
Yep, that's a thing.
Typhon material detected.
No! You son of a submariner. Alright, fine. Come in.
I will pay you.
No Typhon detected.
Let me in.
Typhon material detected.
Don't have to show the animation. A lot of dead people in this corridor. Really filling me with confidence, let me tell you what. Ugh. Did we make it? Is this it? Does this count?
¿Qué pasa, jefe?
This is so weird.
Hey, you always wanted to get a good look inside my head.
Not like this.
When are you going in?
I have your connectome. I'm headed there now to inject your piloting skills into my skull.
You're right. It does sound weird. But at least now there will be 2 shit-hot aviators who can fly this brickyard.
Actually, you'll be obsolete, because I'll be able to fix them and fly them.
Maybe you'll pick up some of my other charming qualities.
Yeah? Like what?
I shouldn't have to tell you.
Okay, anyways. Hang on. Before we leave. That's what I thought. It looks like it keeps our abilities across runs. Unfortunately, we only have 1 neuromod, so all we can do is grab that. But we're going to spend it before we release. No, it's fine. I got this. I just have to... Alright, time to die. Where's my death music? Hang on, I've got death music. Give me a second. Time to die. There's Anna, right? Angela. There she is. Well, fortunately, this game doesn't get in my head. But it does get in yours, aggressor. Loot! Okay, let's do it. Let's die. Do I have the suit? I do not have the suit. Okay. Let's kill Papaneeks. It's the only way. This is actually Papaneeks right here. That's what's left of him. All because he donated towards Far Cry 3. Thank you very, very much. I'll put that towards Blood Dragon. I wonder how that'll review, because New Dawn reviewed really badly. Really badly. Probably because it sucked. Yeah, see, that's what I'm wondering, Zvila. At some point, I'm going to need to test if we keep neuro mods, if we don't spend them across jumps. Because if we don't, that's going to make some of the higher cost mods absolutely insane to get. Hey, Brigman. Join us, Brigman. In the eternal convalescence.
Warning. Vital signs critical.
As previously indicated. Actually, I have several guns right now. It's strange. There's... Oh god, right, because of the nature of the mode, we actually have durability. Wonderful. Hey, I'm not the one who has to embrace it, Papaneeks. The game has to embrace it. I was thinking that too, Black Malkin. Unfortunately, I have no idea how to get to where I was there from here. It was actually one of my first thoughts is, oh, I should go see if I can loot myself. But I couldn't, yeah, so I gave up on that very quickly. Alright, so now we're done with the death music, so let's move on to just plain old StarCraft music here. Is this down? This is down, okay, good. Excellent, Papaneeks. That is exactly what I want to hear. We haven't done the Morrowind test with this mode. I didn't think it would work. So, I know StarCraft music works. We've done that. So, let's do some Morrowind music. Okay. Who knows? We might consider the game sufficiently reviewed as of today. I'm not banking on that, by the way. Don't think I'm rushing. I'm just saying it is within the realm of possibility. It depends, because each cycle so far hasn't been very long. We'll see. Hello.
No Typhon detected.
Skyrim music. Oh, I wish I had some Skyrim music. But alas, Skyrim music is total garbage. I'm joking, of course, but I legitimately have exactly one Skyrim song in my entire playlist, and it's a remix of mine. And you wouldn't like it, so I won't play it for you.
Warning. Vital signs critical.
So, Voltaic Mimics. That's cute. Let's switch back over here. Okay, so there's the crater. There's the way to crater. Now, what would be really cool, and I extremely doubt is even possible, is if you could just swap characters before the other character has died. honestly, actually, I've been thinking about this. If you're supposed to get everyone out in one run, I'm not sure how you're supposed to do that without being able to swap characters. So I guess we'll find out as we go. Since that is kind of the goal. Well, you see, Mike Romano, there's this thing called Twitch, right? Now, Twitch is pure evil. They wake up in the morning, and after smoking their puppy skin cigar, based on the baby seal fat that they use to ignite it, they say, all right, need to make sure that nobody can watch that lore runner. We know he's trying to take over the world. The only thing that can stop him is more cowbell. Ah, so you have to select an escape for each. That's not as cool as I would like, but that does change the tactics substantially. Because at that point, it's about not just setting up the situation, but setting up the situation in a long-term sense.
Gate reactivation in.
Like, that's... What I mean by that is, hypothetically speaking, your first character, you want to pick a very specific character who can do the most to set the stage for the other characters, and then you probably go out either the hardest or the easiest, depending on which route you're trying to do, exit with the first character you start. Probably hardest first, I would say. That makes more sense to me, but again, it's up to the strategy you're using. Then, the other characters, they go for the stuff that you have hypothetically already opened up, unlocked, or otherwise dealt with. How many? 1. Right there. A Weaver. Okay, that's cool. Now, Papa Neeks has decided to drop money on my face. We all know what that means. It means we're going to have to kill this Weaver, who is, in fact, Papa Neeks.
Vital signs critical.
Now, Papa Neeks is fighting back. He doesn't want us to kill him, but we will succeed. 5, I believe, Darth Tyron. Please feel free to correct me if I'm wrong about that. Wonk. All right. Papa Neeks has died. Repeat, Papa Neeks has died. Whew. Okay, now that Papa Neeks is dead, let's get behind the barrier before it closes on us again. No! Come on! You son of a submariner! Oh, come on! I'm just dead. There's nothing I can do about that. Like, that's that thing. God damn it. Alright, whatever. Thank you very much, Papa Neeks. It seems you have had your last laugh. I could run, but what's the point? The only place I have to go is right here. I'd almost rather just die. But before I die... Yeah, apparently, Papa Neeks. Okay, so that's AC Valhalla for the sub. And the donation, which I saw, is going towards Bounty Hunter. Hey, Linnea Ruth. Okay, so, I mean, I guess I could run. It feels so pointless to bother. I was at the gate, though! That's such a bullcrap thing. I was right there. I was there and running through it, and the whole reason I was running through it and not pausing to bow was I was thinking to myself, I need to do this as quickly as possible before one of the cystoids catches up to me and goes, and closes the gate. That was literally what I was thinking. And then it was the death doom that I can't hurt, and honestly, I have no idea how I'm supposed to kill that thing. I can't even scan the sucker. Now, I believe I do have a lure. 1 lure. So where did it end up? Okay, it's going over here. We're going to throw it, like, that away. Okay. Run, 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 run. Run, 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 run. Okay, we made it.
Typhon material detected.
Yep, now here it comes. Right, what was that, 10 seconds behind me? Yeah, I saw that coming. Actually, no, I sort of imagined it would catch up to me, to be completely honest with you. But I burned my 1 lure, getting in here. It's actually one of my own mixes, but, it's, if you look up, what's the name of the stupid original song? StarCraft. Heaven's Devils. Devil's Angels or something like that.
Tampering with TranStar property is strictly against me.
Oh, hey, we finished a Chasma order. Woo! It's from StarCraft 2 Wings of Liberty, specifically. It's essentially the title screen / menu music, but it also has some of the battle themes put into it. It's kind of a medley. Oh, excuse me. We actually have a decent amount of inventory for once. We've lived longer than I expected to.
Policy. This includes
She's over there.
acts such as drawing on harvesters or renaming security turrets. Thank you.
I do overall agree with you, though, Black Malkin. In general, unless I feel like I know what I'm doing, it feels like it's not actually worth time and resources. Especially at alert level 2.
3, 2.
To bother to kill Typhon. Yes, I could actually use a suit repair, please.
Your suit's leaking. I'll patch that for you.
Thank you.
Gate reactivation in
Skeletal trauma detected. Seek medical attention.
So I don't have the jump jets. Oh! Oh, that sound effect. That sound effect. Anybody who has problems listening to bones occasionally crunching as you're walking, please mute the stream. I can't fix that right now. I lack the tools to do so. So you're just going to be listening to bones crunkling every now and again. Speaking as someone who has literally had his leg run over by a car, this is not all that pleasant. We need to kill these things, because we need to go back to the place we just went through.
Vital
Means
signs.
we need to make sure that that gate opens. Trauma Center. Oh, it'd be nice if we had the key code or any abilities whatsoever to get in there. Yep, this is just life now. This is just how it is. 2. What do we got? A Phantom and a Mimic. Wonderful.
Ain't gonna work. Yes, it will. Neither of us have been under that many G's before.
I've calibrated the mass driver to be within the human range of tolerance.
Human range. Jesus, Jordan. We're not clowns in a circus cannon.
Hey,
what if those.
Harry! You cannot lose your shit on me right now, okay?
Damn it, I couldn't even.
Shuttle's gone. Escape pods are effed. This is our only.
And we're dead. Good question, Leonard. Yeah, as soon as we lost our legs, that was pretty much the end of that. Okay. It looks like it is keeping it. You see there? It is actually keeping our expenditures, but I'm not sure if it's keeping our unused. So what I need to do now is I need to get a neuromod, not use it, die, and see if it carries forwards. If it doesn't, that really sucks. Because that's awful. That means we're somehow going to have to get multitudes of neuromods within a single run on a single character. Which is terrible. Like, doable, I'm sure, but terrible. Do we have a propulsion thing? Nope, that's apparently inventory too. don't care about him. Okay, Papa Neeks. I know you like killing me, but we gotta admit that you have a problem now. The only prescription is to stop killing me. We're on the moon, alright. I'm gonna admit I don't know what that means, Robostall, which is probably a good thing. Oh, geez, Moonshark. 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 Papa Neeks, I take it back! I take it back, Papa Neeks. Oh, God. Oh, God, oh, God, oh, God, oh, God. Oh, God, oh, God. All the God. Okay. Please. Please commence deathitude. Hi here for a second. Don't mind me. Nothing's going on. Oh, God. Don't kill me. Don't kill me, Papa Neeks' allies. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Okay, hang on. Okay. Okay. No! He's still doing it! I said don't kill me! What else do I have to do to convince you to not kill? Okay, I've got it. I got it. You should totally kill me, Papa Neeks. Please hunt me down and execute me. In the horrible, horrible ways that you were doing. But there he is. There's Papa Neeks right there. You can see him digging through the frickin' moon. Okay. How many are still nearby? Because I know there's at least one. Because there's that guy right there. Help me kill these, please, Mr. Turret. Giga Pudding isn't with us anymore, but she's with us in spirit. There. Okay. We're gonna loot super quick. This is actually a huge mistake, but we got a shotgun. Oh my God! There's Papa Neeks. Run. Do I have a lure? I do not. I have 2 wrenches. I have a shotgun. What I do not have is anything that's gonna touch Papa Neeks there. Yeah, he's just a Terminator right now. Oh my God. Okay. Let's get here. Up. Loot all the people. Very important. Yeah, Papa Neeks can smell my fear right now. Okay, so yeah, he's lost me. He's actually stopped detecting me. That's good. That's good. We're gonna stay stealthed, and we're not on the ground, so he can't sense us. I just need Papa Neeks to go over there somewhere. Away from... Where is he? I lost him. There is. Yeah, oh, the exact opposite direction he's currently going. Okay, he turned around. He turned around. Is he... Okay, he's going the other way. He's going the other way. This is actually really good. No! Fine. Here's my glasses, Papa Neeks. Okay, the door's open. The door's open. Okay. Okay, we made it. Let's look at these donations. Hang on. So there was a sub, which is going towards Vila, which Vila didn't tell me what it's going towards, so we're going to sacrifice Vila to the Moonshark. There we go. And there was way too much money put towards Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon. Thank you very much, Papa Neeks. I do always appreciate you not horribly murdering me. Thank you. I think... Where'd they go? They're there. In honor, Papa Neeks for the next... Until I die. Or escape. So this particular cycle with this particular character, I'll commit to Terminator mode. Alright, let's do this. That is so hard to see. But I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it for you, Papa Neeks. We're gonna make this happen. So I'm probably gonna get there and find out, hey, I need to find what's-her-face. But it's okay. I'm gonna look for a security facility on the way. Everything will be okay. I don't remember where anything is, but by God, I will remember in due time.
Attention everyone. We have a very special announcement from our facility director.
This is Director Riley Yu. I want to officially welcome our newest arrivals. I'll be blunt. The moon is a harsh mistress. Your time here at Pythias is limited, and the longer you're here, the harder things are going to get for you. But the rewards are there for those who are able to rise to the occasion. So, let's get to work.
Okay. That's a nice section of awesomeness that if I had someone with repair skill, I could access and...
No Typhon detected.
Oh, thank you. Okay. I need a security station.
Typhon material detected.
Vital signs critical.
I have one shot of this stupid thing. Like, what's that? That's kitchen staff. There's the Q-beam. Like me a Q-beam. So this is a simulation based on some data. That's the whole point. But from what I understand, this is actually accurate down to what was happening pretty much right before the events that Morgan went through. The real Morgan. I'm pretty sure if we waited long enough, we'd be able to see the station, because the station orbits the moon. Then again, it might be too far away. I'm not sure, but either way. Station orbits moon. And I don't know what the moon orbits, I'm sorry. Interesting. Correct, Ariant. We have finished the main game. We saved everything. We saved everyone. I don't care what else you saw. We saved everyone. Understand? Okay, now. Take these flowers. Very important. Throw them, because I hate them. Thank you again, Papa Neeks. Always appreciate. Thank you. Where those go to? Oh, never mind. You said it right there. Deus Ex. Give me 1 second. Also, Zvila, I never heard from you where that one's going towards. So that's towards Deus Ex Human Revolution. No, we are... In multiple ways, we are playing a different character than in the main game. That's how I would phrase that. Wing Commander 1? Okay, I'll allow it. But only if you drop and give me 20. Work up those pounds. Okay. Well, either way, in both senses of the word, we are playing someone different. That's the relevant part.
Could be a problem.
Excellent, Robostal. I'd like to say I work out while I stream, but that's not true.
Vital signs critical.
Yeah, before I stream, and usually after as well.
Found you.
So I'm not 100% sure where these memories came from, Lunaruth. All I know is that they are encrypted, and we are playing someone whose job it is to decrypt them, so the company can figure out what the hell happened on this facility. And also so they can horribly kill us, which I'm about 90% certain is what's going to go. Like, I have not known, by the way, to be clear, there's no spoilers at this point. I don't know anything about this story. But I'm pretty sure they're going to try and kill us as soon as we're done here. Oh, that's not good. Darth Tyrant, don't you dare. Don't you dare. So there's 3 neuromods, that's good. Oh god, I gotta spend this like right now. Quick, spend the neuromods. Okay. Neuromods. Oh, we're playing the engineer. No wonder that wasn't working. Alright, hang on. So, damn it, it takes 6 to get the next turret, which is actually what I really want. Alright, what else have we got here? Hang on, I can't read these. Reduce stamina cost. The ability to repair. Honestly, we should probably get repair. We can also get electrostatic and machine mind, which might be useful. I think we'll get repair for right now. And what's that? Break down stuff. Repair 2. Suit mod 2. Or suit mod 1, excuse me. Really want that, but I might be about to die, so let's grab that. And gamble! Nope, yep, see? That's exactly what. So we just lost 3 neuromods. They're just gone. They're dead. Turbo dead. Oh, yep, no, so that's... Sunglasses is dead. Long live the sunglasses. So I've noticed this list has slowly been expanding, and I'm not sure what's doing that. I do notice we still cannot buy eye piercers right here. That's interesting. We got that last round. I mean, it's fine. The other 3 things I could get I didn't really want. I wanted the stuff that was more expensive. I don't really lose much. Hang on. Come on. There we go. Where's it going to launch us? Because this could be cool, awful, or I have no idea. It is currently... I have no idea. Where are we? Oh, no, I actually do know where we are. Give me a sec, Mr. Rick. Give me a sec. Because right up here is death. And I would like to kill it before it kills me. Or I'm just dead. Alright, hang on. So, we're going to hit the gate bypass. We can run this way. There's the cafeteria. Fitness center. Here we go. All those things. Jump, jump, jump to victory. Okay, fitness center. Locker room. Then... God, where was it? No! I think it was here. I think it was right in this room. I'm wrong. Extremely wrong. Where the hell was my corpse? That's what I'm testing, Zvila. I know we were near the fitness center. I know we were near here. Oh yeah! Nothing but net. Hang on. Hang on. Let's do this. Okay. Yeah! Okay, that was an awful jump. Let's try that again. Jeez Louise. Alright, now we go. Yeah! Damn it. What the crap? Okay, I know what I need to do. Let's put that there. Let's get run speed going, and then pick it up as we go. Yeah! Oh well, whatever. I give up. Yeah, Papa Neeks, you have bills to pay, and I'm not a bill. Despite what some people will tell you. They're lying to you. I'm not a bill. More of a Thomas, really. Where the hell were we? We died here. Like, we were in the fitness center. Thank you, Mr. Red. Now, hang on. We jot all this down. So we've got... What does Vila pick? Oh yeah, Wing Commander 1. so we have Evan's Vault, and then this down here is going to go towards Last Stand Legacy Collection. And then that's sitting in escrow because you just hate me. I might discontinue the escrow concept. Just say, you know what, this is too much of a hassle. Discontinue. And then we've got Popaniques. And that's 3. Hang on. So Tor, Bounty Hunter. XCOM 2 and WoW BC. And Sean for Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon. Thank you, Popaniques. Again, stop it. And thank you, Sean, as always. I know, Jedi Knight is funded in every way that matters. So I basically have been forcibly relocating anything off of Jedi Knight to the next one, which is Bounty Hunter. I know it doesn't say I funded on the page. Just trust me on this. I know it's still on the list. I should just remove it from the list. That's what I should do. But not put it in the queue yet. Tor is up in the air, is really what this is boiling down to. I'm not 100% sure what we're doing with Tor yet. Kind of depends on how this year goes. Trooper is not funded, no. The only thing that's funded right now is Jedi Knight. But, I'm not sure if we're going to do a Tor block. That's something I've considered. Or if we're just going to go ahead and focus on doing a Tor one at a time thing. Like, if that makes any sense. And I haven't decided yet, and that's why it's just kind of sitting in limbo right now. I don't want to put it in the queue because it's not technically in the queue yet because I'm not sure how it's going to happen. So that's my... And that's not what I mean at all, Popaniques. But thank you for the thoughts. You know what? I've decided to discontinue. We're never streaming Tor again. Ever, ever, ever. Okay, so, that sucks. But thank you for looking that up, Black Malkin. I swear we died somewhere around here, but I'll be honest, I don't remember exactly where. And I certainly have not seen our corpse in this area, so whatever. Maybe we got up and walked away. Who knows? If I can find a security outpost, I could maybe look it up. But I don't know anything layout-wise of this place. But yeah, Warrior was a proof of concept for MMOs in general. Sith Warrior was primarily a proof of concept for if we were ever going to stream FF14 or WoW. Now that was successful. What's a little bit more debatable is whether or not we're going to do a block. So that's what FF14 is going to be testing in a bit here.
Requesting new operator. Warning. Vital signs.
Oh, right. I'm playing the dude now. And we're dead. We have not reviewed FF14 before Tor. No, Mr. Rip. Put it that way. Yeah, see, and Shadow Machine points out the obvious other thing. There's other layers of nuance. It's not all or nothing. There's plenty of different ways we could do Tor. It's just... not sure how we're doing that. So apparently Robostal is trying to combat Popanique's Golden Horde. I don't think anyone's going to be able to combat that. But, thank you, Robostal. I will put that towards Valhalla if you give me one moment, please. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Didn't mean to do that. Alright, so let's play this game again. That is also something I'm considering, Darth Tyrant. We are redoing part of Shadowbringers for exactly that purpose. Ironically, the part of Shadowbringers we actually reviewed, we did after the Oblivion line. The Shadowbringers patch stuff. And that stands. In fact, I actually spent some time earlier this week making sure the review sheet was formatted in a way that made sense for that. Hello. There we go. You know what actually makes me sad? At several points in WoW's history, I could say for the Forsaken without a trace of irony. Like, you ever think about that? The Forsaken story arc was very much one that fit their name, right? Hey! So, you know, we're still alive. Obviously, we're kind of rotting and stuff, but we'd like to rejoin the Alliance and get back to our families and our homes. No! Die in a fire! Okay. Oh, well, we'll just settle in this area that we've managed to carve out for ourselves. And then the Scarlet Crusade shows up, and, I mean, you know how the Scarlet Crusade are. They Scarlet Crusade it up a bit. It's like, oh. Okay. And then they just keep getting it in the pants. What's really funny is if you're paying attention, they never stopped. Like, as of now, the Forsaken still have not caught a break. Maybe there's the possibility that Arthas' sister is the break they've been waiting for. Like, that might be the break for the Forsaken. The first one since Warcraft 3. You know, when they died. Okay. I don't know what I think of Kalia yet, and that's my thought on that. I think she's a bit presumptive, and I think that's actually an aspect of bad writing. But I like what she might become. There's a lot of cool ideas that Kalia might turn into. That's extremely stupid, Trihexia, but I believe you. See, did you ever read... Of course you didn't read the book. Why would anyone read a WoW book? There was a bit... Yeah, where are you gonna go now? Huh? Huh? Oh my god, it's Papa Neeks. And I'm just gonna die. I'm just gonna die. I accept death. Go ahead, Papa Neeks. Yeah, there's no reason to keep bothering there. Anyways, the idea I really loved from the book was the idea of the Forsaken Council. What's funny is the Horde in general have been leaning in this direction too. The idea of a council of leaders rather than just, you know, the war chief. Are you kidding me? One. And that's my overall point. Like, we don't need Kalia, but if Kalia leads us to a council, I'm sure. We'll call it green. I also have to think... I say a lot that Sylvanas wasn't badly written, but I think she was extremely badly written in that particular book, but I don't want to get into that either. Exactly, Kira Whiteness. Yeah, you get it. I was actually talking about this years ago during one of my actual Warcraft streams, not, you know, an unrelated stream where we happen to talk about Warcraft, like this one. And the whole idea was, you know, a war chief actually makes a lot of sense for a war. And in fact, Rome had a concept like that, which is a concept, I don't think it's going to sound weird, that I actually agree with completely. It was the concept of the dictator. How many of you know what I'm talking about? Hey, there's our corpse. Corpse. Alright, what do we got here? Wait, there's Papa Neeks. To add to the corpse pile. Oh my god, Papa Neeks, you were just on fire today. Murdinating.
Typhon material detected.
But, okay. Okay. Exactly, Loner. That's exactly what I'm talking about. So the logic behind that idea, if you're wondering, and this is something that a lot of fiction and real life have also done, it's the idea that in an actual crisis, you know, there should be minimal politicking and minimal backbiting and minimal red tape to getting things done. Because it's a crisis. Because it's a disaster, as Vigilant just says. So the idea of a war chief in the Horde, you know, an appointed war chief, or maybe you appoint them later, I would think it would make for sense to appoint one in advance. That way, you know, they have the training and leadership skills necessary to be a war chief. But anyways, you get the point. You say, okay, listen, the Legion are invading. We need a war chief. Bam! There, right? And then, you know, the rest of the time, we have leadership and civilian government as opposed to Garrosh. Okay, so I see Papa Neeks. He's over there. I didn't get the jetpack from my old corpse. That's interesting. Huh. I mean, I wouldn't mind some Alliance development, period. The Alliance haven't really been developed for, you know, years. I'm sorry, Typhon Tower? What? Yeah, exactly, Kira White Noise. Encourage is a perfect example of when you would want a war chief. Okay, we made it through. Papa Neeks failed to kill us this time. Okay. So I don't know what or where a Typhon Tower is, but after we die, because we are assuredly going to die soon here, we'll go see what that is. So, putting it on the to-do list. I'm going to try to see something. There's actually something I'm curious about here. Well, I think the brutes are the dumbest things. I have no idea what the brute history is going to be.
Warning. Vital signs critical.
That's a voltaic. That's a voltaic. Oh god, I'm the engineer. I'm the engineer.
Attitude adjustment required.
I should probably mention that both the Alliance and the Horde are in a bad spot post-BFA. That was the point. In-universe, I mean. That was Sylvanas' plan, which I'm going to say her and not the jailer because I hate to give credit to the jailer. So there's Papa Neeks. So where's this Typhon thing? Oh yeah, I can't save. God damn it, this game. That's interesting you say that, Robostal. I assume you haven't been watching my Warcraft series, because nobody watches that. One of the things that I was kind of tracking and paying attention to as you go through the Warcraft series is how many large-scale powers are slowly broken down during the course of the events of WoW. Oh my god, you really haven't been watching it, Robostal. I was kind of kidding. Because I know some people, like 5 or 6 people, actually watch that series. Anyways, the reason I bring that up is it's interesting to think about it because a lot of people, including me, have said in the past, including you about 5 minutes ago, said, you know, oh, we need to have a third world power. The thing is, we've had like 20. It's just most of them have either fallen apart or been destroyed or collapsed from within or whatever over the course of WoW. Now, if you mean like a new superpower, well, maybe. But I find myself wondering how much we need or want additional superpowers in the narrative, right? Also, if I could be completely blunt, that thing? I would actually say that both the Horde and Alliance no longer qualify as superpowers. I mean that. And that's not just presumption. Think about the sequence of events here. Just follow me, okay? So, we have just gone through the Hellscream War, which is what I call it. There is no official term for that war. I'm never going to stop making fun of that. But the Hellscream War has just concluded. The Hellscream War was extremely devastating. The Alliance fleet is virtually gone. The Horde fleet is virtually gone. They're down to a pittance of gunships. They have lost so many men, they actually started relying on mercenaries, both of them, in order to progress the war effort. That's all nuked, okay? That's as of Pandaria. Immediately after Pandaria, there's a large-scale invasion by the forces of the Iron Horde. Now, thanks to time shenanigans, what happens is some forces go through to fight and then immediately come back out, because that's how time works. So, after fighting that devastating battle, they immediately get invaded by the freaking Legion, which invades the entire planet. Now, that's a hell of a thing, but what happens is everyone everywhere takes losses as we go about trying to actually stop the Legion, the main plot line of Legion. And then BFA hits, and we have those skirmishes. Please think about this for a second. We had a major invasion of another continent, a major invasion of another continent, a global war that lasted several years, 3 years in universe time. Then we had to deal with an external invasion. Then we had to deal with the Legion's invasion, and then we had to fight amongst each other for about a year during the course of BFA. The Alliance and the Horde are not superpowers anymore. I would be surprised if they could keep the lights running, so to speak. Point in fact, one of the things I've mentioned several times is that a reboot right about now-ish would make perfect sense, right after Shadowlands. Because, the status quo has so irrevocably changed. Like, this is a good moment to effectively enter I don't want to say a post-apocalypse scenario, but a post-apocalypse scenario as a direct consequence of everything that we've been going through. Or at the very least, a post-war scenario. Now, we do have to address reality for a second. One of the things that is periodically, not always, but periodically an aspect of bad writing in Warcraft, World of Warcraft specifically, is a lack of acknowledgement of reality. And it's entirely possible that they might just go ahead and say, we're just going to keep fighting this other major war against this other major power that we somehow magically have the resources and materials and arms and personnel to fight against. Shrug. And it wouldn't even surprise me at this point if they pulled that, and if they do, 3 negatives to story. But if they follow what I call consequent storytelling, aka they acknowledge the events of the previous stories, then yeah, what should happen right now is we get back from the Shadowlands, probably at about the same time we left, because time, and then it'll be like, hey, so the world's, bluggered. I think that's the word we're going to use. The world is bluggered. It would also, the world's on fire. This is fine. It would also be an absolutely perfect time for a breather expansion. So there's 2 things they could do. And I would do one of either. I think both work. I can't figure out anything to do here. Black Malkin. Either do a breather expansion, spend some time working up some tech debt, and organizing with stuff, and just kind of have a nice, yes it is, Gakko, have a nice breather expansion. Or start WoW 2. Have that be the launching point for WoW 2. I mean, pay attention to this for just a second, okay? The world is in shambles. Everyone has gone to hell. The major heroes, the champions of the Alliance and the Horde, have not returned from the afterlife. And the Horde and the Alliance are barely even, global powers. They're barely even continental powers anymore. Doesn't that just sound like the beginning of an MMO? Or an RPG in general? Doesn't that sound like a premise from which you could launch off an entire thing? Like, that's not just me, right? I'm not just that stupid. I mean, I am very stupid, as we've already addressed, but, like... Yeah, here's another one. Actually, it does kind of sound like Age of Decadence, now that you say that. Ah, it's Papaneeks. Hello, Papaneeks. I'm not here. I'm not here.
Scanning. Area not secure.
So if you don't understand why I say that's such an MMO thing in particular... Oh god, there's like 6. It's probably because that freaking... One of the things that is considered to be a really good starting point for MMOs, and this has been true ever since MMOs first came into being, is you want to start an MMO after significant events have happened, so there's investment in the world, right? It's like okay, World War II has happened, and Kong. That's when you start the MMO. Is post World War II, right? As everyone's starting to recover and deal with it. Yeah, ARR is a perfect example of this. If you look at it, almost every MMO does this. Even WoW follows immediately after the events of the Frozen Throne and the events of the Third War. It's the same concept, and it's for a good reason. It's because you need an investment in the world, the setting, the concept, whatever, in order for an MMO to even stick, and even in order to have those kind of people involved. And you need to have somewhere to go. So you need to have problems to deal with, which then leads to the stuff that the player interacts with. So again, we are in a perfect state post-Shadowlands. No matter what happens, we will be in a perfect state to go ahead and hit that point and say, yep, time to start over. Yeah, I got it. Yeah, exactly, Dream Whisperer. And Kira White Noise. And, yeah, I agree, Loner. I absolutely agree with that. Okay, there's still some nearby somewhere. Let's go ahead and see what's going on here. I know its range isn't that big. We've kind of seen it in action now, so we gotta see what's going on here. 15! Okay, I think I know it. Yeah, that's all the cystoids. That's what I figured. Oh yeah, that new Microsoft MMO. It's called World of something. I don't know what exactly, but sounds kind of cool. Ooh, there. I agree with the cleaning house thing, and I'm hopeful that's what's going to happen. I've been doing some corporate/legalese examining of a lot of the announcements and legal documents that have come out of the recent intention for acquisition. One of the things that I find very interesting is 3 separate people on the Microsoft side have all said... How do I explain this? In legalese terms, they have very strongly stated that they want to change Active Blizzard's culture. If you don't fully understand what I mean by that, when it comes to legalese and when it comes to corporate speak, there's only so much you're allowed to say. There's so many things that are acceptable. And they have gone very harshly, pretty much to the line of what they're allowed to say with regards to, don't worry, we're going to fix Active Blizzard. Now, whether that means anything or not, who frickin' knows? Who knows? It'll never be at my cup, Mr. Red. Not until I kill these cystoids. Who or who, Mr. Baron? I don't understand the question. Who was what? Who was who? So Microsoft was a company that was started all the way back in the 80s. What's the question? Oh, the ones who gave a damn? Oh, I have no idea. I mean, Phil Spencer was one of them, and it was another one. I don't remember her name. Don't ask me. I have it written down. Yeah, it felt like it fit Spartan, and I don't want to get irritable again. So, the way my thinking is here, and we'll talk about this Sunday, of course. I do intend to do a very thorough examination of this, especially since there is so much misinformation that is currently cycling around. But here's my personal take. Let's ignore the legal take. Let's ignore the corporate take. Let's ignore the financial take. The person, me, the lore runner, I'm thinking they get one shot. You get one shot. Fix it. Fix it. Now, I should mention something. So I'm going to go into the full depths of this Sunday, because of course. But Bobby Kotick has been the biggest obstacle to this acquisition happening. The single biggest obstacle.
Good afternoon, Peggy.
Make of that what you will.
This is a reminder that all shuttle leave must be registered with security, along with signed documentation from HR and your immediate supervisor.
By the way, that's not supposition or speculation. I do have some supposition and some speculation. But he is the single biggest obstacle to this merger, to this acquisition. This is interesting. So, I don't like to say statements like, you know, Bobby Kotick is evil. Until I started researching this week for this merger. And that's all I'm going to say about that right now, because I don't have the documents in front of me and I don't want to misreport anything. But just, wow. This man, holy crap. There's something just bizarre about seeing someone who is the actual non-joking, non-ironic embodiment of the 80s movie CEO. You know the one, right? In every 80s movie. Oh, what the hell? Oh my god. Oh my god.
Vital signs critical.
And we're dead. Yeah, no, it's... All I will say for right now... hang on, Blue Village. All I will say for right now is that Bobby Kotick became the CEO of Activision in 1991. And if that doesn't sound significant, let's just say that it is, and leave it at that for right now. Well, there's my corpse. God damn it! God damn it! I'm gonna die again, right here. Oh, Jesus. Where's my wrench? Ugh, voltaics. God. Okay. 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 So, to answer your question directly below, Alex, for obvious reasons, as well as, you know, distancing reasons, I try to take a lot of accusation-type stuff with a grain of salt. So, most of the accusations that have come up about Bobby specifically, individually, over the last few months, have been the realm of, most of the stuff I haven't covered is the realm of fact. These are things that we could actually point to and say, yeah, no, this happened, 100%, unavoidably, undeniably. We have records that prove the amount of financial transactions that he has been doing with regards to certain activities. We have records showing how the board has been reacting to his actions and reactions. We have records stating exactly how long and how he has been taking control of his company. And we have records stating his opinion and his obstacleness and obstinance to this acquisition. All of that stuff is codified fact, no denying it, no avoiding it. Now, this means that those things that were, you know, rumor and or hearsay and or accusation are more likely to be true, and that sucks. But that's where we're at with that. Okay. The board had to go around him. No, Microsoft had to go around him. The board did whatever they were told to. That's... Like, you're dragging this out of me. I'm going to talk about it Sunday, okay? Oh, great. That's wonderful.
Gateway activation. 3, 2, 1. Typhon material detected.
I hope not, Mr. Red. I'm not even done with my research yet. I'm in the middle of researching several additional more financial documents. God, the amount of dirt I've been uncovering over the last week is ridiculous. And frankly, a little nauseating. It's all in that coldly clinical way, too. That's the fun part. It's all things that's like, so this person did this and that. And it's like, that's horrible. I mean, it's you know what I mean, right? Like, it's not directly horrible. It's only horrible when you apply it. When you think about it in a certain way, and it's like, oh, that, oh. You know, that kind of horrible. True enough, Dark Tyrant. What song is playing? Oh, there we go. Sorry, we switched playlists there accidentally. Let's switch down here. About 30 billion. Try actually, I can put an exact number on that. I really can. If you give me a minute, I could probably calculate the exact number, but it is roughly 30 billion more dollars. That's one of the financial records I've been going over lately. Those of you not aware, Microsoft is offering $95 to the share for Active Blizzard, which is a very beautifully calculated number for many reasons. Not the least of which being that it seems like a generous offer, but it's actually less than what the company should be valued at if they weren't scumsuckers, to put that simply. It would have been like, I forget the exact, like I said, I wrote all this stuff down so I can remember the figures. It's like 102.5 billion or something like that is how much they should be worth right now. It's not how much they're worth at the moment, and it's not how much they were worth at the time at which the offer was made either. Which is part of the calculation thing. It's like, oh, hey, we'll give you more money than you're worth. We'll give you this. It'll be cool. The money's gone down, but, you know, it's cool. There's something I've been hesitating to say, too. I'm going to say it on Sunday, at the very least. And I don't want to say it out loud because I'm afraid, and I know this sounds so stupid, I'm afraid it'll make it actually happen. Now is the perfect time for anybody to grab them, Gibbles. That's the core point. That's one of the reasons I've said several times that I've seen this coming for a while. This is the perfect time for a large-scale corporation to buy up Active Blizzard. It's what I would do. Correct, Sectet. I have not been having good luck making this happen. But yeah, by the way, there are 2 other companies that might have gone ahead and proffered an order and may still try to one-up Microsoft at this point. Please remember, I say this so many times, there are so many layers of paperwork and so many layers of acceptance and authorization that have to go through for a deal of this size. Tencent and Sony is correct. Those are the 2 ones that have the financial capital, resources, and political sway in order to be able to try and make a purchase of this type. It's actually not 2K. 2K could, but honestly, I didn't actually know this until I started doing my research this week. 2K is having other issues right now. But mostly, it's all stuff you're not going to see on the news, so it's not really relevant. But it's stuff that means that their finances are tied up in things that mean they don't have fluid capital right now. So they couldn't really proffer an offer right now. Now, that being said, if I was Tencent, would I go into a bidding war over this? Absolutely. Zero question whatsoever. It is a win-win scenario for Tencent to go into this and attempt to buy this out from under Microsoft's feet. And Papanix is about to kill me. Run! Tencent also has other international reasons to want Activision, excuse me. God, I hope not, Darth Vader. If I ever become as evil as Tencent, just shoot me. Just straight up, in the face. Bam. Call me a Nazi and shoot me in the face. I will accept that if I ever get that bad. No, not stab.
Materials compartment active.
You lie, General Orthodox. Why would you lie to me? You know, Harriet, I don't know. That's the kind of question that bothers me every now and again. And there's the death. That's a fair point, Blow Alex. That's my fault for not having a shoot emote. We don't shoot Nazis all that often. We're cool with it, but we don't. It's not a very common activity. Oh no, if Activision was bought by Tencent, I shouldn't say that with such certainty. I can say with 100% certainty that if Tencent bought Activision, they would get worse. They would probably get better at avoiding getting caught. Yeah, I think we de-aggroed Papanix. Nope. Wait, nope, that's not Papanix. That's a normal. We're okay. We're okay. We can kill that one. Maybe. Maybe not. Uh-oh, Ross. You're about to be taken. What's that stupid quote from A New Hope? You've taken your first step into a brand new world.
Scanning target. No type of material detected.
Okay. Yeah, they know I'm in here. They know. They're on the hunt. They're on the prowl. Am I the only one hearing Assad Damkari in a Protoss voice whenever they talk? Is that just me? That's just me. Okay. I think if the Microsoft deal goes through, first you will see a period of consolidation. I would put 100% certainty behind WoW coming out on the Xbox. WoW already has controller support. The Xbox is already a PC. Duh. They could also add it to the Game Pass, and I know that a lot of people speak in different ways about the Game Pass, but let's talk reality. The Game Pass is something Microsoft is pushing very hard because they are making money hand over fist on the Game Pass. That is why the Game Pass has been doing so well, why they've been pushing so many things for the Game Pass. It's because they make a crap ton of money on it. Like, it's actually kind of silly how much money they make on the Game Pass. So, yes, no, 100% certainty, WoW, and probably a few other games, but WoW's the big one, will come out on Game Pass. And that'll be the kind of thing that happens in consolidation, is just them shuffling things into their environment and pushing it out there. We're probably going to get various Call of Duties on the Game Pass. We're probably going to get... I would say it's at least likely that they're going to try and push for expanding it for their other titles. I'm not sure what they're going to do exactly, but I could absolutely see some idiot in a suit somewhere saying, you know what we should do? We should put Candy Crush on the Xbox. And this is when someone in chat tells me that's already on the Xbox. You get an idea, right? So all that's going to be step one. I'm sorry, this is a long answer, McGibbles. Hi, my name's the Lore Runner. I ramble too much. The second step will be expansion. Microsoft has had a consistent pattern of trying to push into new IPs and or new games for existing IPs for several years now. That's been a really common thing for theirs, and it's a very standard strategy. It is also something Phil Spencer himself has been very pro, and I should mention that Phil Spencer is currently, as of right now, the CEO of Microsoft Gaming, something that just happened this week. So, that being stated, it would astonish me if we don't start to see new games with some of the IPs they have been procuring from Activision Blizzard, assuming the deal goes through. But that's probably a few years out. That's the kind of thing you would start pre-production cycles on next year. So, you know, think about how long that's going to take for those games to actually come out. But yes, this is StarCraft music. Blizzard in general tends to have this kind of music style. I've actually mentioned this before. There's two overall types of music that WoW has, for example. Brilliantly epic and incredibly just emotionally investing. I don't know what else to call it. Like I was playing Frostfire Ridge the other day, that's the other type of song. Is there a way in which this deal could not succeed? There are probably about 36 ways this deal could not succeed. The most obvious and the most likely. The shareholders of both companies need to confirm the purchase. That's how that works. That might not go through, or it might be delayed while bribes are put through. The legality side of the... What? We repaired this? The legality side of the United States might get involved and might either cancel outright or otherwise cause issues with regards to this deal going through. The legality side of the EU will almost certainly get in the way. The EU is actually even more anti-large companies than the United States. So there's absolutely going to be some EU legality getting in the way. It's possible that someone else could try to outbuy and outbid. Bobby himself can change his mind and has near total control over his company and therefore could shut the deal down by himself. There's other things that can happen. There's so many ways this could fall through. I guess I'll just... What can I make? Very little. I can make very little. I can make nothing. I can make foam bolts. Why does that matter? Whisperer. Has anybody here lived in the EU and played an Activision Blizzard game or used a Microsoft product?
No Typhon. Typhon material detected.
Like, you get the point, right, Dream Whisperer? The moment this is how international business works. The moment you do large-scale business with another country on a regular basis, you are subject to the rules, laws, and stipulations of that country. And I know the EU isn't a country, but for the sake of international law, they function as one. So the EU gets to say what happens within the EU. That frickin' Voltaic is always just the bane of my existence right there. Can I... No, I can't. Here, let's shut the scene. Go. Shut down.
Gate reactivation in 3, 2, 1. Typhon material detected.
Target lost.
No Typhon detected.
Cute.
Scanning target. No alien material detected.
How many neuromods are we up to? 3. I want 4. Oh, right, because we got repair. That's why we could get in there. Okay, that makes sense. Do I think this will be good for Blizzard games from a consumer perspective? Yes. And there's actually a lot of reasons why and a lot of directions that goes into, but the bottom line is, yes, I think this is a good thing to happen. This is honestly the best thing that could have happened. The other possibilities were not great. This is an expansion, Walker, essentially. Yes. Yes, Zactav. Sorry, I had to double check that.
Typhon material detected.
I suppose it's kind of, cynical to admit that this is probably one of the best ways this could have gone, but it's true. This could have gone much worse
Typhon material
than
detected.
this. Yeah, let's look at the other possibilities, shall we? Tencent buys them. Net negative. Just nothing else to say about that. 2K Games probably wouldn't buy them. Like I said, they have other entanglements with their finances right now. But 2K Games could theoretically buy them. Also really terrible. Sony could have bought them. Now, that's actually pretty neutral. The thing is, Sony is... I don't agree with Sony corporate-wise. Let's just say that as it is, and let's leave it there. So we're just going to say that and move on.
Attention, everyone.
So I have a
We
feeling
a
that if
special
Sony took it,
announcement from our
that
head
would
of
suck.
Security.
This is Officer Bhatia, head of security. Just wanted to take a second to call out this month's security.
They could have kept going as if business was usual, and that's awful in various ways. And they could have fallen apart very slowly, just like the rotting carcass kind of a thing, in which case they would have just gotten worse and worse and worse over time until everything gets even worse, and it's just... And that's the end of that. And then in about 10 years, all the franchises get rebooted. See around Robostall. Yeah, they could have... they could have pulled a Konami. They could have pulled a BioWare. They could have pulled a THQ. Is another thing that could have happened. They could have completely self-destructed and had their IPs part and parceled and sold out as part of the Chapter 11 or whatever proceedings. What makes Microsoft better than Sony in terms of them buying them? Microsoft has a regular track record of giving a damn about what its public what its PR is. Perception. There we go. Its public perception is.
Commendation goes to Officer Casey Fletcher for outstanding service.
Yeah, I'm going to wait for this guy to shut up so I can actually concentrate.
And buy her around.
Okay, so he shut up. So the reason that's significant, you might think, who cares if Microsoft cares what other people think of them? Well, that's relevant because it means that Microsoft has a fairly strong ideological / cultural bent towards we want to look like the good guys, whether we are or not. And I know that sounds strange, but that is more likely at a corporate level to lead to them actually fixing the issues and making sure that there is a good working environment than, other companies would tend to lean towards. There's also hang on. He probably moved. What do you want to bet? Yep, there she is. Boop. There's also the fact that Microsoft is more pro...
No Typhon detected.
I don't know what to call that. Not exclusive. More anti-exclusive. More we're cool with stuff being on other things. They've also been more cross-platform, cross-support, too.
Typhon.
So that's also something I'm in favor of. And the final thing is Sony is Japanese. And I know that sounds horrible, but I don't have a better way to say it, because there is a regular and repeated Japanese corporate mindset, which I don't agree with, which is very much, oh, everything's fine. Everything's fine. It's all in the corner. It's not proper. You know what I'm talking about, right? So, Sony can go to hell. There we go. Alright, got that out of the way. I don't mean that, but I do think Microsoft is a better pick than Sony, for the aforementioned reasons. All I'm saying is that life would be better if we all dabbed.
Typhon detected.
But I can't dab because Hazardous is here. Now, I should probably mention, for the sake of honesty, that everything I just said is the optimistic side of things. Everything I just said could also be a bad thing. It's possible that Microsoft's desire to be seen as the good guys could have led to them being even worse than Sony or Activision or whoever else about, you know, hey, we're the good guys, but secretly we're even worse than Activision was. Like, that's a thing that's possible to happen. They could try to become more pro-exclusive and try to make it so that the only way to play their games is on the Xbox with the Xbox Pass, with this specific thing that they set up, and blah 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 blah. That was really loud. It's possible that the Microsoft is getting too big for its britches, and so there's just going to be too much that can't be handled underneath it. It's possible that this will be resisted by, and that'll actually lead to the divvying up of their corporate assets, which will lead to the CNN problem. Like, all of these things could also be negatives, is all I'm trying to say. As I will say on Sunday. I'm just going to shut up about this. So I don't... And I hate repeating myself in general. And I really don't want to go through all this again when it comes to Sunday, even though I'm already going to.
Typhon material detected.
So, end topic. You can discuss all you want. I'm not talking about it anymore.
Warning. Vital signs critical.
Why would you trust any company, General, with the box? God. Don't trust a company. Don't do that. All we has is varying degrees of certainty and uncertainty. How was my family day? I didn't get it! Weather canceled it. I got some work done. Well, okay, yeah, that's valid. That's exactly what I was talking about then. Part of the problem, too. Great. I don't know where I am, and I don't know where I'm going, and it's starting to irritate me more than a little bit. I need to go over there. How do I get over there? How do I get over there? I don't know anything where anything is. How far did you get into this black market? How many people did you get out? Let's phrase it that way. I'm sure you got farther than I have currently got in. Do I have a jump jet? I do not. No, I do. I do. Good. Down we go. Okay, that's cool. I'm cool with that. Tram, please. Tram, please. Tram, please. Tram, please. Tram, please. Well, you certainly did better than I'm doing. I've been bonking my head on the same thing for the last, like, hour and a half at this point. I'm gonna go ahead and be honest, I'm not actually super impressed with this so far. And I'm going to try and explain why in detail, rather than just saying, "This sucks!" So, there's several things that go into a good roguelike. Quite a few, actually. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. One of those things is the duration per loop. Now, let me talk to you about a game called FTL. How many of you like FTL? This is not the right sign for this. How many of you like FTL? I almost do. That's a good answer. I like that answer. You'll notice I am not raising my hand, by the way. The reason I'm not raising my hand is FTL makes one critical flaw that is so bad it ruins the entire game for me. FTL takes too long per loop. So, to explain that a little bit, that's new. FTL, okay, this is just our life now. When you're going through a roguelike, usually there's a point in time in which you either recognize that you failed, or that you're falling behind the curve, or that you're not keeping up, or whatever, right? Like, maybe you're not keeping up with the terms of your levels, or your equipment, or your ammo, or whatever, right? It depends on the specific genre of the game, but you get the idea, right? There's at a certain point in which you can tell, I'm falling behind, and either you're trying to, you know, scout out, or make do with what you've got, or otherwise try to, you know, get on with it, right? Especially in a roguelike where you can carry forward stuff from one loop to the next, which most should. So, the problem with FTL is a substantially slower game than your typical roguelike loop, which means it takes a while to get to the point where you recognize that you've hit that point. In fact, in some cases, it literally takes... I can't believe I've missed. It literally takes until you're at the boss. The actual boss of the entirety of FTL. And then that's when you figure out, oh, shoot, my build is suboptimal, or this doesn't work, or whatever, right? Does this make sense? Now, in every other respect, FTL is a brilliantly designed game. And I actually agree with that. But I can't really enjoy FTL because of that problem. It takes such a time investor per loop that it actually diminishes the replayability of what should otherwise be an extraordinarily replayable game for me. Yeah, by the time you know you're screwed, you've wasted too much time on it. That's exactly right. Now, there's other nuances and there's other things that go into that, but that's the bottom line. Anyways, you can probably see why I say that's relevant to this game. It feels like every time I get to the point where I'm starting to have a little bit of an idea of what's going on and how to progress, I'm either dead or doomed and don't actually know it. And that's on top of the other issues that I'm just trying to struggle with, like trying to navigate an area I've never been to or through, based on nothing, essentially. While effectively on a timer because of that corruption level problem. Okay. We didn't try this last time. Thanks.
Suit integrity damaged.
Yep. That's what it is. But I feel like this either should have had smaller areas or a shorter loop, or maybe a few other very small but very minor. Very small but very minor? Come on, Laura. Nope, this just leads here. Finagles to make this work a little bit better. I don't know how Hades will work. I haven't played that, obviously. Like, for example, right now, I have absolutely no idea what to do. I am, for all intents and purposes, stuck. So I've got a couple of options. I could die. Now I can start over. There's no Googling it, there's no cheating, there's no bypassing it, there's just die and start over, or start over.
Our head custodian, Claire Witten, would like to remind everyone that your mom doesn't work on Pythias. So let's all do our best to practice good restroom etiquette and leave things in as good of condition as we found it. Thank you.
I could see that, Black Malkin. I'm just gonna go and admit that I don't have that mentality. Because for me, a failed run is only worthwhile if I get to carry something forward through it, right? So, let me explain what I mean by that. There's some games... I need to unlock the door on the consoles. Here we go, that's what I was stuck on. There's some games where you can carry stuff through, and that's awesome. Like, it's like either knowledge or equipment or whatever, right? And it's like, okay, well, I've managed to drag this forward with me. Now, as a direct consequence, the next run will be better. I have progressed. Because that's really the big thing for me when it comes to a roguelike, and it's something that I am absolutely mandatory for when it comes to a roguelike. I need there to be progression.
Nothing to show.
Otherwise, I'm just going to feel like I've wasted my time, as previously discussed. It's actually pretty much identical to the reason why I usually give games negative for bad mid-mission checkpoints. Let me explain this in a different mentality, and maybe my mindset will make a little bit more sense here. So let's assume for a moment.
Burn trauma detected. Seek medical attention.
Great, that's... Let's assume for just a second that I am playing a game called Guild Wars 1. I'll use Guild Wars 1, that's a great example. And in Guild Wars 1, I'm doing a mission, which is effectively a dungeon in modern MMO parlance. So I'm doing this dungeon, and I'm killing Solar Cat Plasma. Die! Die! So I'm doing this dungeon, right? As I'm going through the dungeon, it's, let's say, maybe about an hour and a half long, maybe 2 hours. And so I'm going through this whole dungeon, and let's say I die at the last boss. Now, that pisses me off. And the reason why is because I now have to start the whole mission over again. Does that make sense? Because that's the exact mentality when it comes to these kind of things. When it comes to FTL, or when it comes to running back through these things. It's like, well, it's an hour of my life I can't get back. Come on. There we go. Huh. I wonder if that's going to stick now and we just have piloting. See, that's progression. That's awesome. So now this particular run, even if I die right now, is not a failure, assuming that piloting keeps. Because now we've progressed, right? We've got our mid-mission checkpoint. I agree with that, by the way. Make sure to... So, now we can get to the shuttle. Like, forever. On the engineer, specifically. And that's awesome. So, what we need to do now is survive getting back. Yeah, let's not even mess with that. Yeah. When you say the last Guild Wars 1 fight... Oh, come on! Which one do you mean? Big sure though, because there's like 4. Well. So, the vanilla campaign. Yeah, I know the one you're talking about. Yeah, I could tell you some stories about vanilla Guild Wars 1. Let me tell you what. My God. Alright, so I'm gonna... Let me in so I can die. I wish to join the great convalescence. Okay, fine, whatever. Do we have anything right now? Nope. I'm not sure what I think of the point system. So someone who is smarter than me, which is everyone in chat, what unlocks things for the point system? Not what puts the points there, you know, not what I get points for. Because I've noticed as I've been going through these bit by bit, the shop has been, expanding, and I have no idea what's causing that to happen. I don't know what I should be aiming for in order to do that on purpose. Bobby Kotick's fake deals. Oh my god, I'm making him money! Oh, I know where I am. Now, you want to hear something sad, Mr. Red? You ready for this? This is the most depressing thing I'm going to say today. Bobby Kotick makes more money sleeping than you or I combined do working our asses off. Now, he's not exactly alone in that. Just thought I'd share. So there's the prison facility. Damn it, I keep getting turned around. Alright, hang on. There's the escape pods, which I don't care about. Ah, here we go. Her corpse should be right over there. I don't have anything, do I? Nope. Whatever.
Burn trauma detected. Seek medical attention.
$280 something, I believe, Loner. In other words, yes, I have heard that. Oh, I haven't heard a 400 thing. You're lying, Loner. Why you lie to me so? Alright, I got 2 mods. What can I get? I can get piloting! I'm doing it. Boom. There. We now have piloting on both people. I'm sure there's better uses for that, but honestly, just getting that piloting unlocked, I'm with that. I don't even know what that game is, Dean Badine, and it's sounding like a good thing. But I am so crap at games, according to Dean Badine, that it's just the worst. Like, no one should ever watch me stream, because I'm just that terrible at video games. Like, I don't even know why you're watching me right now. Well, I don't know, what's 7% of 7 billion, I think, something like that. Yes, but this way I could hit the shuttle with either character, Black Malcolm. Options. It has options.
What's the emergency?
What is this?
This mimic you brought me, something is definitely wrong with it. It keeps throwing various shoes at me.
Are they nice shoes?
I'm serious. It's like it's punching holes to somewhere. A universe of shoes? I don't know. But my point is, someone with sufficient Typhon abilities and a strong attachment to someplace else, like...
Like a place on Earth?
Yes, exactly. Then I think you could open a door, maybe even walk through it.
It might be more like getting sucked through a very tiny, tiny straw.
I think I could tweak the containment shield to stabilize the mimic.
We need Riley's permission to run this.
Well, what are you waiting for? I'll be in the lab.
So yeah, here's the beginning of the mimic portal thing that we need to do at some point. But we can't actually do yet because we need other people first. Oh. Thank you, McShirto, very much. I don't know what you want to put that towards. So if you know what you want to put that towards... Oh, never mind. Put it towards what Ross wants. Ross, I'm afraid I need you to tell me what you want to put that towards, or else I will unleash Jordan upon you. And you don't want Jordan on your back, let me tell you. Yep, we know of the Mimic Portal. We know how to escape the escape pod. We've done that. And we know how to escape on the shuttle now. We might actually even do it. One shot. Right. Yep, no. So what's this thing do? Release a cluster of Typhon tentacles when detonated. Okay. What is this? Oh, yeah, that's the... So we can't do anything with that yet. I wonder if that quest will stay. So now we gotta survive going back across the flames. We got this. We got this. Ugh, physics. Okay, we're okay. So where's the shuttle? Here. Yep, no, I think this is one. I think? God. Pretty sure. Totally sure. Not sure at all. I have no idea where I'm going. I'm lost. I'm so lost. Oh, God. I'm also on fire. Literally. Cargo tram station. I think that's right. This is this way. Bonk. Interesting. He's on fire. Ah! Request. Oh, it's already there. So back to the shuttle. Boat. We got this. We can do this. And make it happen.
Good afternoon, Pythias.
We're gonna die right before we get to the shuttle, by the way. I'm just predicting it right now. Since we have no ability to heal right now.
The trophy again, winning against the Craters. That
Like individually or technologically, Gum Gum?
for the security folks. I also want to mention the Phantoms are still looking for a few players to fill out their roster. As always, please see Mr. Sakura in the crew annex to sign up or reserve gym time.
Really wish I could save. Oh yeah, anybody could plan a crack with set. Anybody who can accelerate a piece of rock forever can crack a planet. That sucks. That sucks. That sucks. That sucks. That sucks. That still sucks. The suckitude has not stopped. We're gonna die. We're gonna die on this run, and I'm gonna be pissed about it. I'm gonna stab the next person who types in chat. Here we go. This is happening. I'm ready. Stabbing is happening. Oh, Jesus. I'm going the wrong way. I'm Metroid Hanar. There we go. Okay. Oh my God. Okay. Up the stairs. Up the stairs. Please let me through. Thank you.
Typhon material detected.
Yes, I know. There's like 5 after me. Get me the hell out of here, Mr. Wizard. Run, 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 run. There. Screw this place. Oh, God, yeah. That's such a waste of everything, Gum Gum. Why would you ever want to do that? Please get off the windshield. Thank you. Okay. There's apparently a reward for not dying. No, you're right, Caroline Noise. You're absolutely right. Yay. Okay, now we need to do that with the engineer in order to unlock the next person. So, we still have piloting, I think. Let's see. Do I want anything? We can finally get neuromods. We weren't able to earlier. What does that? What is unlocking that? Those are expensive, too. We're going to hold on that right now. there's the escape pod chip, too, while we're on the subject. We can do a glue turret now here, instead of just the ballistic turret. What is expanding this list? If I knew what I was working towards, I could just spend some runs trying to expand the loadout list. Whatever. Nothing. And we'll go with nothing again. I don't know if I'd call it fun so much as frustrating. It's very Dark Souls, I just realized. That's the word I'm going to use. This is a very Dark Souls expansion so far. And most people are probably thinking, oh, so it's super hard. No, no, no. Dark Souls is incredibly frustrating, punctuated by moments of awesome. Think about it. So hang on. So the only thing I want to do... There's apparently a mass driver to escape through, too. And there's the Mimic Portal, of course. But we're going to need more stuff, too. We're going to need a hacker, most likely, to do that. We're physicsing a little bit here. There we go. There's Pat Poppin' Aches just kind of hanging out over there like he does. Exactly, Svila. The goal here is... my main goal right now is just to unlock the next character. So we've already aggroed Poppin' Aches. I sort of assumed that was going to happen. That's okay. If I'm fast enough, if I use these rocks here, I should be able to hopefully get there before he locks the door on me.
I'll investigate.
That's bad.
Found you.
That's extremely bad.
I'm shutting you down.
Yep, nope, that's what I thought.
Found you.
Kill these things, please.
Shield your eyes.
Before that happens. God damn operators.
Too many moving parts.
Jesus Christ, these freaking things. There it is. Come on. 8 operators. Worst enemies in the game. Oh, absolutely, Mr. Red. And I'll kill all of you. Or, more accurately, you will kill me. That's what's going to happen.
This experiment is bottled.
Okay. I need to buy time for a minute.
Signs critical.
So I need to run and not die. Go, 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 go. Go faster than this. Is that broken? It is broken. That's fine. Go, 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 go. Wait, what? Where did it go? Where did my turret go? So in case you missed that, what happened was I hit right-click, put the thing for the turret down, turret didn't go down, cooldown went off. So now it was back on cooldown fresh. So I got glitched out of my turret. So I died. Yeah, I saw that, Shadow Machine. Before you ask, no. Absolutely not. I can't stand the artwork of Cuphead. It's just actually gross to me. So, that's why I have not only not played the game, and never will, but also will never watch that show. I mean, there have been cash grab shows before that have actually turned into good shows, so who knows, right? I was going to leave it for the other guy, but let's go and get the propulsion system this time. So when we get one of these, Papanix is in the wrong location right now. So that's fun. Okay, well, that's fun. Hi, Papanix. How are you? No, I have not watched Arcane. We will be watching Arcane probably in about 6 or so months, something like that. Not sure the exact timing on that. Hi, Papanix.
Scanning. Typhon material detected.
I don't think he sees me. Interesting. Well, they mentioned he's attracted to movement earlier, and I decided to test that right there at the last second. Didn't exactly plan that. But yeah, this current streamination cycle is we're going to finish up the current thing probably in around March or so. I'm going to try it. Dream Whisper. I don't know if it'll be in range. That's my concern here. And then we're going to do possibly postponing. Possibly, yep, okay, looks like I can reach. Possibly postponing streamations for an undetermined period of time. And then we're going to do The Mandalorian Season 1 and 2, specifically. And then we're going to do Arcane. And then we're going to do Tangled. And that will easily take us into next year.
Diagnostic check. Verbose. IFF. Nominal power load. Nominal actual.
I think it's slowly killing the tentacles, but it's kind of hard to tell, really.
Please contact engineering.
I mean, I know most of the plot points of Mandalorian for obvious reasons. It's kind of my job to stay up to date on that stuff. So I won't be going in blind, but I have not actually seen any of the show yet. Hey! Oh, come on! It was there! We had it! Okay, I just need to be ready. Okay. Watch. SG-1 will be funded next. And then... Why would I play that so much? And then we'll just be watching Stargate for the next, like, 5 years. Like, that'll just be the schedule. Boom. That's true. Everything by Disney sucks. I hope you enjoyed the Pirates of the Caribbean 3 rumination today. Ready for you, you asshole. I mean, Stargate would be fun, but let's be honest, that's not getting funded anytime soon. I would struggle to think of a longer TV show that might be added to the Streaminations blog. We can now play as the security officer. I'm not sure how we unlock that exactly, and I don't care. Everything's cool. If we covered all of Simpsons, yeah, but I sincerely doubt anyone would try to fund all of Simpsons. Right? Like, most likely we'd see people fund a range. Because that's how streamations work. You fund, you know, this particular season or these particular seasons. That's why we're seeing the first 2 seasons of The Mandalorian, for example. So I assume you mean Season 7, Shadow Machine. Let me clarify that first. Yeah, exactly. If someone funded Simpsons, it would probably be Season 3 through 10. That is most likely the range. Yeah, all of Futurama, that's only like 6 seasons total. Yeah, if you tried to fund all of Simpsons, I'd allow it, because you'll never fund that. That's never happening. Here, let's just do a little math real quick. I'm muted. That's 270 hours of funding, roughly. Good luck. Thank you, Shadow Machine. Always appreciate. And I will split that up if you give me just a second here. Yeah, 717 episodes, by the way. Or 207, sorry, 700, yeah, no, I'm right. 717 episodes is how I'm getting that number, by the way. I know that's not cohesive, but that's just very quick math. It would be a lot of money, yes. Now, if someone wants to just drop, you know, the lottery winnings on me in order to make that happen, you know, okay, sure.
Gate reactivation in 3, 2, 1. Typhon material detected.
No, Ross. How did that go through the gate? What the heck is a geobot? Why is it so gross? Oh, God, I just vomit everywhere. Okay, let's...
Gate reactivation. 3, 1. Vital signs critical.
Yep, that's... I'm gonna die now, and I'm gonna have to restart again because of that one phantom. This is gonna suck. Okay. God, I hate this game. 0 out of 10. Okay. But no, you cannot fund DS9. You can't fund anything that has a rumination. That includes Clone Wars Season 1 through 6, by the way. No repeats. We've got plenty of other new things to cover. Everything on the stream list, anyway. How many we got right now? 4? Let's go ahead and get repair. 2. I've been wanting to get that anyways. So, robots used to store map data. So, a map? Yes. There are definitely maps on the... this is the wrong way. In my setting. I feel like I'm missing a step here, Gunga. Help me out. right. Here it is. Third time I've made that exact same mistake, but it's okay.
No typhon
I'm
detected.
getting slightly better at it. No typhons? No, there was no typhons! There were no typhons! You're seeing things! You're seeing things. Let me out. Let me out.
Attention, everyone. Our head custodian, Claire Witten, would like to remind everyone that your mom doesn't
There's
work
definitely not Mega Man music in this game.
So let's all do our best to practice good restroom etiquette and leave things in as good of condition as we
Just double checking.
found it. Thank you.
No, there's no music in the game, and I got sick of it. So I started putting on music I actually enjoy to put myself in a better mood. So I just turned on Mega Man and put it on random. It's been doing weird. It's been like 3 or 4 Mega Man 1 songs. There's like the worst soundtrack in Mega Man. I don't even know what the hell. Okay, engineer escapes. Yay. Now, let's see if we can get to the escape pod on Jackass. We also have the security officer. He needs to escape by using the masked driver. Let's do him first, though. I'll probably start buying neuromods soon. Or maybe right now. I probably should have mapped that out first, but whatever. Really? I actually rather like some X7 songs. Some. But I was thinking just the 8-bit Mega Man. Okay, what the hell? However. Okay, so let's spend some mods, shall we? Let's see. It's fine, Zvila, so we'll get the bigger blast. Hmm. God dang it, come on. Now we've got 2 left. Might get another one. Or we could go for... No, I've heard actually bad 8-bit music. Please don't. I've heard actually bad. I stand by my statement. Mega Man 1 has the worst classic, 8-bit Mega Man music, but that's the worst Mega Man music, right? I never actually used Lift. So they're like Roombas, but for mapping instead of cleaning, is what I'm hearing. That's kind of an interesting idea. It's the worst idea ever. Sorry, gotta keep that toxicity going. I keep forgetting that. No, don't lock, idiot. Okay, so let's get to the escape pods. I'm gonna need 5 food items, a bottle of anti-reds, and 5 non-alcoholic drinks in order to do the other escape. That's interesting. That's fair, Blow Up Alex. I'll give you that. So the least good, the least acceptable. Like, there's plenty of Mega Man 1 songs I don't want to hear, but there's still some good ones. They're like Gutsman Theme or Wily 1. Or, the recycler charge. Sure, that works. Oh, thanks. Now, picking the best of the 8-bit Mega Man soundtracks is easy. It's Mega Man 9. But picking the second best is much harder. I have to think about that. Why do I not have an objective thing right now? Right. It's okay. I think I know what I'm doing. Narrator. He did not know what he was doing. Okay, so let's go this way. Really wish I could save. But whatever. So Mega Man 9 sucks, in my opinion. It does several things right. It was the only Mega Man game we didn't complete during the Mega Man block. I highly recommend you watch my review of it. Because... yeah... that is not some good level design right there. Was it this way? No, I think it was down. I think it was down. But here, let me just pull up 9. This is actually 9, but here, let me actually get it set up properly. I'd say 10 is probably my second favorite, though. After that, I'd have to think about it.
Coming through. Please pay attention. Inspecting. Your suit meets regulation. Moving.
Probably Dream Whisper. I'm not sure how, though. Or whom, or however you want to think of that. Right, wait, space. Just the one, huh? Well, that sucks. We're gonna try for a Hail Mary here.
Scanning. Area not secure.
Okay, good news and bad news. The good news is Papa Neek's left. Bad news is that thing is right there. Good news.
No Typhon.
Is that he's dead. Shouldn't be greedy. Okay. Possibly Zvila. I don't know. So what's playing right now is often considered one of the best songs from the game, World's Best Bands. There's actually another one, which I'll play for you in just a second. I mean, you be the judge, as always. Personal taste, yada yada yada. Couldn't get a copy of it, Don Crow. If you give me a moment, I might even be able to check my records on that, because I usually keep a track of what I can't get a hold of and why. Hit the stream brakes! Let's see here. Nope, gotta do it right now. Yep, nope, this is a 3DS game, if I'm remembering correctly. Yep, so there's plenty of ways to get a digital copy of it, but the only way to get a physical copy was to go through used sellers, and there were other issues, and yada, 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 and I'm not spending $180 on that, so... Anyways, the other song, which is usually considered the best song in Mega Man 9, is We're the Robots. What hit you, Nexus? Oh, Concordia.
No time.
That's a good question, Nexus and Concordia. I can think of several, but if I had to just pick one... Hey, here's the mass driver. There was the mass driver. Yeah, I figured that's why you brought up the KOTOR 2 thing. Because, yeah, the activation of the mass driver is... definitely something of that variety or style or need to present, however you want to think of that. This. Me. Ooh,
Scanning target. Weapon material detected.
That's a new niggle. Okay. Yeah, ideally there would have to be some visual for the force itself being affected by it, even though, you know, logically we shouldn't be able to see that. Truth be told, a lot of what my mind's immediately going towards is stuff from Final Fantasy VI. Because there's a lot of stuff I think could be really visually shown there in full 3D awesome. But I think I'm actually going to pick something from Chrono Trigger. The Fall of the Kingdom of Zeal. Let's see. So there it is. All right.
Scanning target. No type of material detected.
Yeah, I'm not super happy about the locked escape pods. I also have absolutely no idea where the nearest security post is, which is what I need now.
Tampering with TranStar
okay. Well, at the crater, because I'm pretty sure the security station at the command center in the middle of the crater, so we should be able to use that. I think. Yeah, maybe Zecto. Depends on his mood. Oh, hey, the resources are still here. Totally relevant. Okay, so Papanix is over there. Let's go this way. One thing I find strange is there's no way to turn off that corruption mechanic. You'd think there would be a toggle somewhere, right? I don't know, just a random thought. Right now I'm dealing with a goalpost that moved on me. So don't mind me. Oh, Jesus Christ. Is there not a... Hang on. There isn't! Oh my god. Okay. No, there's one down below. There's one down below. Right.
Operator approach.
You know, I'm trying not to be super negative about it, but so far, I'm not really enjoying this mode. I like the concept, but I stand by what I've said earlier. I feel like the loop is a little bit too long. Okay. Jesse, I think. Jesse Bong or Jesse Gong? God, I forgot it. I should have said something. I should have said, hey, everyone, remember this name. Shoot. Okay. What did you say, General Orthopox? Benny Hong, that's it, right there. Where are you? In the Moonworks. Well, that's appropriate. Whatever.
Inspecting. Your suit integrity is compromised. Fix that. Job done.
Yeah, I found one code piece so far. I'm guessing they're randomly placed. I haven't thought about it, Gum Gum. Although I have thought about it, but the problem is when you introduce something like that, you have to figure out how it doesn't be used as a horrific weapon. That's the catch with those kind of things. I'm not here. I'm not here. So, like, for example, let's say you want to clean, like, a road. But at what point do you account for the fact that you're effectively removing parts of the road to clean it, for example? Or how do you account for something that shouldn't be cleaned, like a person? Or maybe there's, like, a document that's left lying around or whatever. Like, there's so many little backup engineering things that need to be considered when it comes to that. Is that... I secretly banned General Orthopox with my incredible hatred that I have for him. Or her. Or it. I don't know. Doesn't matter. Because it's nothing but hatred all the way down. Infinite hatred. See, this is actually a physical manifestation. Please go the other way, Weaver. Or just come here so I can kill you.
Typhon threat imminent.
Yeah, I know. Get... Ah. Okay, hang on. This is stupid. It's not even actually nearby. It's right. It's way over here. Here. There. Oh God, I'm out of ammo. There. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Ah, dang it. This freaking game. I do need to decide how to review this. And I gotta be honest, I'm really kind of torn. It's weird. Like, there's several aspects of it that are obviously and clearly well designed. And I don't know. What are we thinking? Give me some feedback. Give me a Huntress Boltcaster. Advanced. Like, I really don't like the fact that they just automatically turn on all the survival mechanics. No option, no toggle.
Materials compartment at 100% capacity.
Okay.
Harvesting.
Of course. Oh, no, it's on this side. Alright, hang on. If I review as a separate game, we need to stop immediately. Because that doesn't work. And no, I'm not doing that anyways. I'm not reviewing Shivering Isles as a separate game. I'm not reviewing this as a separate game. Nope, wrong direction. Wrong direction. Pay attention, Laura.
Clear the area.
No Typhon detected. Typhon material detected. Gate reactivation in 3, 2.
Alien threat detected.
Warning. One escape pod remaining.
Yeah, this did take a while to come out, didn't it? Great. Oh, wow. Okay. That's... Well, I'm about to die right next to the escape pod because of this frickin' barrier. Unless I can find something nice right here, right now. We have 2 mods to spend. What do we got? So we could get... we could get Lift. We haven't gotten any new mods since we got in. Sure, we'll do that. Do we have any... No, we don't. Well, one down. Interesting timing. Now we gotta wrench the other ones here.
Vital signs critical.
It's cool, we didn't break our legs. Well, first of all, obviously Solar Cat Plasma. Chaos Wars is one of the worst games ever made, but that doesn't make it something that we don't want to stream, right? The catch is, I don't know if I could get it into streamable state. Like, getting a hold of a copy of a game is only the first hurdle there, you know what I mean? So I don't know, is actually the answer to the question. I wouldn't veto it out of bounds, let's put it that way. Or out of, you know what I mean. I wouldn't veto it immediately. There we go. Okay. No, Black Malkin. Blood and Wine, as well as Heart of Stone, were all baked into the Witcher 3 score.
Good afternoon, Pythias. For any minor medical
It was a separate rumination, but I'm only doing one rumination for this.
in the corridor outside the refinery.
So. Get me out of here.
Navigation chip in this escape pod is damaged. Please contact engineering for a replacement.
So moving goalposts, I was just talking about that. One of the things that's been causing me a lot of frustration in this game is that they keep moving the goalposts with no warning, no indicator, just, hey, we're moving the goalpost.
The navigation chip in this escape pod is damaged.
Now, they did that in the main game, but in the main game it was usually a logical flow of the narrative and what was happening in the game. Here, it's just irritating. Now I have to go all the way to the Pythias Labs just to get a chip, after having gone all the way to the other place just to get a card. So I came here, went to get the card, came here, now I have to go get the chip, and then I'm going to come back here. This is... And I have to admit, even though there's a lot of logical reasons for moving the goalpost, you know, gameplay to exist, and there's lots of in-character lore reasons for that to exist, it always irritates me, just a bit, when it's like, alright, I made it! And then someone flicks me in the balls, right? So, to compare and contrast the main game, I think I have some thoughts here I can finally share. I think this game does backtracking badly. By contrast to the first game, the main game, the vanilla game, what do you want to call that? Because the vanilla game, yeah, see, the fact that I'm actually relieved at dying rather than irritated says a lot. But... oh, I have to go get a navigation chip. I'd rather die. Yeah, no, there's just... It's the fact that it's such an irritant and has been happening multiple times in multiple ways is just, okay. And I have this weird feeling that thanks to the RNG roguelike mechanics of it, that's just what the game is going to be like. Go here, find out that there's a thing you need, go get it. Go back, find out that there's another thing you need, go back, go get it, etc., etc. I suppose Witcher 3, but surely there's a more recent game where a DLC actually increased a score rather than decreased it. Surely that's a thing. So, negative to gameplay. Moon Crash? Moon Crush? What's the name of this DLC? It doesn't even tell me. I'll Google it. Ray 2017 DLC. Moon Crash. Okay. Oh yeah, Oblivion. There you go, that's valid. Several of Oblivion's DLCs were positives. Most of them were positive. And that's after the Oblivion line, even. See, I wouldn't call that tougher. I'd call that more irritating, Black Malkin. Not that I'm aware of, Svila, but I could be very wrong about that, so don't quote me on that. Yes, we did, but we didn't review it, Ross. Oh yeah, that's a good one. Pokemon Sword and Shield had those DLCs, which actually boosted it up quite a bit. So there you go. There's another more recent one. Like, it happens. DLC does increase the overall score of some games. It's just, it feels like it's more often that it actually decreases it. Like the Spider-Man 4 on the PS4. Spider-Man 4? Spider-Man on the PS4 was an example where the DLCs were a fairly big net negative to that game's score. Lots of irritation, frustration, badly designed boss fights. Badly designed missions. Nothing interesting on the story axis. Just plummeted that score. Yeah, that's another example. Ocarina of Time without Master Quest scores substantially higher. Which is weird, because you'd think it'd be the opposite, right? Like, all the opportunities are there for it to go up. Instead of down. But whatever. So obviously, 2 negatives to gameplay. I already talked about that, but boop. Okay. The game disagrees. The HUD disagrees. It says, no. I'm comfortable putting the game down at this point. Legit. I really don't think I'm going to get anything more out of this. What are we thinking? I'll let you all decide. I can probably put up a poll. I should probably actually put up a poll for that. Because some people who don't like to chat will vote on polls. No offense at all to anybody who lurks. I do actually kind of agree with someone in chat mentioned earlier that this might have been rushed. And it kind of feels that way. Like, I feel like this is a game that with a bit more polish, I would really be... Sorry, this is a DLC. That with a little bit more polish, I'd really be able to sink my teeth into. But I don't think it has that polish. And to explain what I mean by that a little bit, it feels like they had designed the areas and the escapes and the characters and the starting points. And they had started designing all the intermeshing systems in between there. And then someone said, hey, this has to be out by Friday. And so what they did is they copy-pasted a lot of mechanics from just the vanilla game in, rather than adapting them to the new format, right? Now, you know, no judgment. I understand what deadlines are, and I understand how that works, but that's what it feels like to me, having gone through it a few times. It feels like the beginnings of actually a really cool mode that doesn't quite get there. But not because it's bad so much as it's just, it isn't realized. Does that make sense? That wouldn't surprise me, Proaxle, because what we're doing here is fairly Deathloopy. I was actually thinking about that earlier. Here, I'm going to put up a poll. Couple minutes. Yeah, exactly, Nexus of Concordia. I can very much see, like, the amount of effort and time. So one of the things I could just see looking at the level design is obviously the terrain is the same, but at the same time it isn't. A lot of interactables of stuff, there's like nodes, spawn nodes that you can almost see, like this is an item spawn node, or this is like this corpse will always be there, but what's on the corpse will vary. But it's not infinitely randomly. It's like there's obviously a pool, right? Like this corpse can spawn these things, and this corpse can spawn these things, and so forth and so on. And you can tell how they have a very designed flow to it. A very, you want this person to go this way and then this way, or this way and then this way. And there's usually about 2 or 3 methods that I've been able to see to get to any given destination. I don't think I've seen more than 3, but I have seen 3 in a couple of cases. This is making me wondering what Deathloop is like, actually, because I wonder if Deathloop is this, but fully realized. Again, purely speculative. I haven't played Deathloop. And the thing I keep hearing about Deathloop is that it's not bad so much as disappointing. Just in case you decide to call this a cut it, I'm going to pull up the audit list and start filling out the spreadsheet so we can do our audit one way or the other. Although if we are cutting it, I should hit the timer. So, 8. There. I guess I can get rid of my note about Zeta Invictus to Emperor Tangerine. I'm kind of leaning towards 5, actually, as my favorite non-9 or 10 soundtrack. I'm not looking at the vote yet. I got work to do here. Let's see. So, we're gonna put this alongside System Shock for obvious reasons. Ray 2017. We'll put it right here. And then story. Oh, right. One way or another, I'm going to go ahead and cut off the guesses. Just pull up a quick and easy link here. Use my own bot to get a link. So let's chop that off really quick. There. Oh, it super is, Kira. White noise. Oh, that is more... Yep, no, okay. The votes are in, and I'm okay with that. I really... This sounds weird, but one of the things that's been brought up many times when it comes to this show and reviews is some people ask, how do you know when you're done with a certain type of game that doesn't have a definitive ending? And there's a certain point at which I just feel like I've seen everything I really need to see with regards to it. And it's like... I mean, I could keep going. I could play 3 more maps of Civilization, or I could do 5 more loops of Ruiner or whatever. But I feel like I've seen all I really need to see to rate this. You know what I mean? So, let's do some math really quick. Let's get this in. It's probably mute me in a second here. That's also true, Kiro Inoue. Some games you just kind of decide when you're done with them by the nature of the game. When did we start playing this game? Yeah, exactly, Nexus of Concordia. You know what's funny? You can quote me on this. I feel like this mode is neat but disappointing. You know, potential, right? In fact, I'm just going to call this game Overwatch. Alright, Prey. Here it is. We started Prey on... Dramatic pause. When did we start playing Prey? What day did we start playing Prey on? Alright, Wednesday. Wow, really? It feels so much longer than that. I mean, it's only a 23-hour game so far, and yet it feels like it's been a really long time. Jeez Louise. Let's just exit out of that. Okay, so we've got so many things to go through. Give me something random to talk about while I punch this in really quick. This won't take me a few minutes, but it's better than just sitting here in silence. I swear to God, if you say the Activision merger. No! Okay. I mean, probably true, General Orthopox, in all sincerity. That's something I've talked about a lot, too. Sometimes games feel a lot longer than they are. When they're not. You know, my favorite example of that is Ghost of Tsushima and Last of Us 2. Last of Us 2 is actually a really short game. It's like 12 hours. Ghost of Tsushima is closer to 30. Guess which one felt faster? Free textures? I have no idea. I usually make my own. Gotta take a picture of the asphalt. There you go, there's an asphalt texture. Just work with it a bit. Is bacon good on everything? Actually, no. So, once upon a time, this is about 5 or 6 years ago now, I actually ate bacon, banana, peanut butter ice cream on camera. It was actually really crap. What is the gist of Lorecraft? So, that's a good idea. How do I summarize Lorecraft? So let's start by saying that Lorecraft is currently going through Warcraft lore, but that's actually not... That's kind of a happy coincidence, the naming there. The Lorecraft concept is the idea of me trying to do a visual and audio narrative summary of a story so someone can get most of the major and significant points of a specific story without having to actually sit down and watch a multi-hours analysis, discussion, or stream. The original idea, and the reason why we jumped into Warcraft specifically, is because Warcraft has, in my opinion, you can quote me on this, one of the best stories I've ever known. That is absolutely terribly told. A lot of people, I cannot tell you how many, literally hundreds of people have told me that they had never known X, Y, or Z about the Warcraft story because the story is just so badly told. And I don't even just mean the fact that this stuff isn't even in the game. Sometimes you have to remember plot points from years ago. You remember when Varian was kidnapped back in Vanilla? Because that story arc didn't conclude until Wrath. Never mind the fact that patch cycles tend to have nice big gaps in between stuff and so on. Anyways, the point being, so the Lorecraft series is an attempt to try and tell that story in a way that people can enjoy it. It also, I try to put in little jokes and little visual references for people who already know the story and are just getting a reference. But the goal of the Lorecraft is for someone who hasn't seen the story before. Yeah, he didn't even have a name back then, the Count, you're right. He was in the game. Had a completely different model. Which is funny. Yeah, let's ignore the fact that Varian was split in two by Onyxia, because that's a thing you could just do in the comics. I roll my... some of you who've been paying attention to the Lorecraft series may or may not have noticed that I literally spent exactly one sentence summarizing that entire comic series. One. But I've thought about doing Lorecrafts for a bunch of other stuff. Obviously, you know, I don't have time right now. I've got other things on my plate. But it is something I'd like to do in the future. I've actually already kind of mentally mapped out a Lorecraft for Final Fantasy IV, for example. Just as a proof of concept kind of a thing. I should sell books. My books would suck. I don't know how to write. Okay, that's a lie. I'm a good writer. But the point being that I still suck. Where is my brain right now? There it is. Found my brain. By the way, it's a good time to be thinking about any positives or minuses you want to toss at this game. Things that we haven't covered yet. Or things that we might not have covered yet. As usual, I do enjoy the feedback, and plenty of times we've either changed our minds, or you've reminded me of something, or whatever. So please feel free to jump in. Dictator with counsel. Listen, just because I need to kill everyone, all the characters need to die. I do admit, amongst my friends who have actually read my works, I had a little bit of a this is years ago, obviously, but I had a bit of a reputation of being the chainsaw writer. Actually, yeah, that's exactly right, World's Best Pants. Picard is the captain, but he values the input of his people. I am the lore runner, but I absolutely value your input and thoughts. I can prove this. Just, what was it? Just the last game. System Shock 1. Blue Wolf Alex convinced me to not give a negative to the HUD design. I agreed with him. He was right. So I can prove, I can prove just a few days ago that this is a true statement. Hi, Michael Vania. My apologies. I do like to be organized about this. It helps me to not only do it properly and not make mistakes, but it makes it more accurate, which is kind of the goal of this particular phase. Nick. Don't worry, I haven't killed anyone yet in the Star Trek rewrite. I will admit, one of my core thought processes there, one of my core mentalities, is I don't care about making a character live, die, or anything in between. I care about a good story. Like, we talk about priority list, right? This is actually something I was talking with Lore Reloaded about recently. Most writers, whatever they're writing, fan fiction, television, movies, books, music, whatever, most writers have a priority list of what they're going in to write. You know, the specific reason why they're writing, right? Maybe there's a message they want to say. Maybe they're just trying to explore, you know, certain thoughts or concepts or emotions or feelings. Or maybe it's just a form of therapy that they want to use to help them deal with stuff or whatever, right? You get the idea. For me, I write to make a good story. I obviously feel miserably with that. But that is the core priority. That is the top priority. And I just generally, everything else takes a second stance to that, whether regards to themes or concepts or ideas or politics or anything or everything. Doesn't matter. The only thing that really matters for me at the end of the day is, does it make the story better? Is it a good story? That's why I write, personally. And I actually, near as I can tell, that's actually kind of rare. Not that I'm trying to say that other writers write bad stories. I mean, it's usually, most writers don't specifically have the primary goal of, you know, the prime directive of writing good, of writing a good story. They usually are trying to do other stuff. You know, they're trying to set a message, or they're trying to be hopeful, or they're trying to make money, or whatever, right? Put that under core mechanics. Sorry. So do I have this game's music or System Shock's music? That's a tough question, actually. I don't know. I'd have to think about that. Like, I suppose I'd go with this game, because it's easier to replace this game's music. As we're doing right now. Where's enemy variety? There it is. We're gonna give a lot of pluses to kit in this one. We got magic kit, we got gun kit, we got glue kit. We got glue, magic, gun. Yep, that's this. A lot of pluses to kit. Good lord. Yeah, I keep wishing that there was a way to have more time to work on the Trek rewrite, because I do really want to push it. Like, that's a project I want to finish, you know what I mean? I know it's a nice, big, long-term thing. This is why being too ambitious is a bad thing. But, yeah, I really want to finish that series, especially since I would like to do other rewrites, too. There it is. I'm almost done, I swear. And then we'll actually go through this. This always happens with large ones. Usually I make a point to do it off camera, but I've just been so tired the last couple of days I haven't actually had time, or taken time to do that. I've had time, I've just used it closing my eyes. Hey, closing my eyes. Waste of time. Okay, and then one more core mechanic. Damn it, the count! I swear to God! Okay, and the negatives. This won't take long, because I don't actually have that many negatives. Staring right at it. There it is. Hey, Grand Spectre. Yeah, we're doing the audit. We're about to actually start the audit right now. Sound balancing. Okay. I probably should take a drink. Should also talk this out. I find if I say this out loud, it actually goes a little bit quicker, and I can find it easier. So, core gameplay, mechanic, backtracking, and moment. Alright. So, let's hit the story axis really quick. Really quick, listen to me. Alright. Covered all of that. Not really any banter. So that's not really a thing. Branching narrative. I don't think this actually qualifies for what we qualify as branching narrative. Branching narrative, this is more all roads lead to Rome, which is a different approach than branching narrative. Thoughts? Like, a branching narrative is usually more along the lines of an actual choose-your-own-adventure kind of a deal. Pretty rare thing in video gaming. Camera work doesn't apply, cameras doesn't apply, cinematics weren't existent. Oh, no, I'm sorry. This is just the worst game I've ever played, Solo Cat Plaza. I'm terribly sorry. Yeah, but narratively, Nexus of Concordia? Like, gameplay-wise, sure. But narratively? I don't think so. I don't think this qualifies. Yeah, branching narrative is like Three Houses, or Choice of Robots, Or, I'm actually struggling to come up with another one. I'm sure there's another game we've covered. Age of Decadence. That's a branching narrative. And that's apparently the only other game we've given that positive. Alright, so, consequence storytelling. I think this absolutely qualifies. The game does a lot of things to acknowledge what you do as you do it. However, and I know you're going to hate me for this, I'm also going to give a negative to consequence storytelling. Dialogue. Yeah, good dialogue. Why the negative 2? I don't know if I could ever talk to you again. You've just done this horrible thing. Get out of my face! Hi, Morgan. I made some things for you. That's the most stark example, but that was a pretty constant thing the whole game. Outside of scripted quests, which is usually on the comm, not in person, NPCs just don't acknowledge what's happening, or what has happened. They just revert to generic mode. Yes, Outer Worlds got a branching narrative positive. I was debating that ever since that moment, but that was not exactly the only time that showed up, and that's why I was just kind of like... Yeah, exactly, Voice of Authority. It's just like, what? Okay, so we've got dialogue, doodads, and there's no empty text issues. External continuity doesn't exist, no fake drama. We already covered foreshadowing, no humor. I'm going to skip over internal continuity. That's kind of a different thing. So we're going to skip that for right now. Lighting. Scroll forward a little bit here. Moments, yep. Music direction, yep. There's no NPCs really in this one. Narrative pacing. So it's hard to judge the narrative pacing of a game like this. But what do we think? No padding. Plot was normal. Sound design, I already mentioned that. Storyboarding, not really applicable. Mechanics, yes. Yes, we'll do that. Positives, what's right in that world building? I'll give a world building. I'm really torn on pacing because this is a weird game to discuss the narrative pacing, specifically the narrative, because like it's not only all over the place, but these specific flow of the pacing is almost entirely on the player and not necessarily in a good way, narratively speaking. Like it's, you know, I think we'll go ahead and, well, I don't know. Do we want to call that pacing a negative, or do we want to just call it a wash? I'll take some thoughts on this. Other than the three thoughts, I'm just gonna... Does anybody else have anything to say on this? No one has. I've lost all my viewers. They're all gone. I know people watch the audits. We have tons of interaction during the audits. Do it, Mr. Red. We here at the Lore Walkers are hugely in favor of Nestle chocolate. This is from Mega Man 11. This is the trial mode. The optional challenge modes you can do in that game, which are very fun, by the way. Okay. I'll go ahead and call it a wash. If we're calling it a wash, that leaves us with a plus 23 to story. Shameful. It's just so terrible. Okay, so as the boss music fires up, let's examine what we think of the gameplay. We already gave a plus to AI enemy design. We already gave a plus to the All Roads Lead to Rome quest design. That's not really applicable. There's no audio spam. There's no auto battle. There's no alternate leveling to speak of. We've already talked about backtracking. There is a bestiary. The research screen. I don't think it qualifies for a positive, though. I think it's just enough information to qualify as a wash. Bosses, there weren't really any. Bugs, I put that under the port issues. Builds and combos. Not really. Built-in cheats, no. Camera, no. Choices, no. Wait. Choices, yes. Let me double check something. Yep, nope, that does mean what I thought it was. Okay, so let's talk about choices. Obviously the game has branching choices, duh. We already talked about that. We actually have a bit of a range here already. So something like Divinity Original Sin 2 actually got 2 positives for choices. That game has a lot of choices. The only game we actually gave a full 3 is actually Pillars of Eternity 2, which had a lot of options and ways that game could go, which completely... That was another bit of a branching game, considering how that one went. So the question is whether this is 1 positive or 2, is what this boils down to. Because, yeah, as Concordia says, does that account for a second positive here? And again, this is purely on the gameplay side of things, not the narrative. So how much choice do we get in gameplay, and how good do you think it is? This is always kind of a guesstimation thing, which is why I'm thinking about this one. Let me think about this. So... Okay. Because I'm feeling more of a 1 positive, if I'm being completely honest, but I could be talked up from that if you really want to, maybe. It feels more like 1 positive, though, to me. Sorry, I'm doing paperwork in the background while I think about this. I got a lot of stuff to do, okay? What do you want from me? I have to be efficient wherever I can. I always have work to do. Nobody? Is nobody here? Feel weird. Usually chat isn't this empty. Damn it, Proaxle, I knew it! Trying to get me killed. Why would you do this to me, Proaxle? Why? Jesus Christ, 55 people have funded the WoW BC run at this point. Think about that for a second. 55 people. I believe that's actually a record. I'll have to check my records later to see if that's a record, but I think it's a record. I think I'm gonna go with 1. I think I'm gonna commit to that. Oh god, there's people. All of a sudden there's people. Yeah, I was gonna say Cyberpunk is the other one, and I'd have to check to see if WoW BC has surpassed Cyberpunk in terms of that. Okay, we'll go with 1. Let's do it. Definite positive, though. Where is it? There it is. Boop. Plus the gameplay. No co-op. Controls are... Actually, you know what? Let's move that from bugs to controls, because that's really where that was at. Core mechanics, we gave a bunch of positives. Cosmetics don't exist. Crashes, we didn't really have any difficulty curve. We gave a positive. Difficulty options, we have a negative. Durability is an optional thing, which doesn't matter. Encounter rate is a wash. Encounters aren't really designed. Enemy variety is excellent. There's no fast travel. Graphics for... So how good did it look is what that boils down to. Just visually, from a gameplay axis. And that's why I'm kind of hesitating on that, because we already gave that to the narrative axis, and I feel like it fits there better. Yeah, it absolutely looks like an arcane game, doesn't it? I kept thinking I was playing Dishonored just because the way it looks, especially the NPCs, they look straight out of Dishonored. There's no grind. There wasn't really a hub. There was no hyper beam moment. They really do voice of authority. I think I'm not going to give that positive purely because we gave that positives over on the story side of things. And I think it fits better there for this kind of a thing. My opinion. Info in-game. I feel like that's more of a wash, but what do you think on that one? So, info in-game, I'll use the Pokemon example, because that's the example for Pokemon, for the info in-game concept. Pokemon has terrible info in-game. If you really want to know what evolves what at what level, or what requires what evolution, or how to get this ability out of this Pokemon, or what you can breed out of this, or whatever, you need to go look up a frickin' wiki. That's bad info in-game. Info in-game is exactly what it sounds like, admittedly. It's trying to make sure that you have the tools to understand the game in the game. We gave a negative to this to System Shock 1, for example, because System Shock 1 put all of the information on how the game works in the freaking manual. So the game itself doesn't get credit for that kind of thing. Sense, mate? In this game, I feel like it's more of a wash than anything, because it's not bad, but I don't really feel like they do a lot to really be like... Xenoblade 2, yeah, I'd agree with that. Yeah, you see why I'm leaning towards wash on this one. We've got map. I think the map is going to be a wash too. It's serviceable, but not really all that useful. It does have some icons on it, but at the same time, it doesn't really have, like, it's a pain in the arse to navigate, and its level design thing is just wrong, so we're probably going to call that a wash. There's no mid-mission checkpointing to speak of. There's no mini games to speak of other than the hacking, and honestly, I think the hack is just a wash. Already covered that. There's no mod support. We already talked about music. New Game Plus got a plus. Scroll forward a little bit here. The outro wasn't. So we need to judge. So let's judge the outro from a gameplay perspective. So I would say the outro begins probably the moment you go out to scan the coral before Doll shows up. What do we think about that part of the game from a gameplay angle specifically? Because that ends whenever you pick your path and go that way. Either you help Doll, or you kill Doll, or you escape, Actually, I don't think you can escape at that point. Or you blow up the place, or you nuke the coral. It's kind of strange too, because it's absent the typical concept of a a final dungeon or whatever. We already gave 2 replayability pluses, because obviously there's no railroading, like at all. No Raspberry Jam, except in the one thing, which I'm willing to just let that slide. No respec. Good save system, bad sound design. Hang on. If Plutonia was here, he'd probably yell at me if I didn't give a plus to sound design, and he's right. The little sound indicators, right, of stuff happening, or enemies being nearby, or something morphing, or whatever, that's good stuff. Raspberry Jam, you ever play Call of Duty? Well, when you're low on health, it looks like someone has smeared a bunch of raspberry jam on the outside of your screen, right? And then it slowly goes away as you get better. And that's raspberry jam in a nutshell. You've never played Call of Duty. How dare you? I must spit upon you per the rules of, I don't know. Trash design, traversal mechanics, unit, viscerality. Visual distinction, I already mentioned that. Walkthrough-itis, nope. Yeah, it's in an inordinate amount of games, really. Brickwork is over on the story axis, and I did already give that positive. It's some good brickwork. So all that leaves is the outro. I'm gonna give a negative to the outro, and I know it's gonna raise some hackles. This is not pathologic. Let's not give a negative to pathologic for praise outro. Here's the reasoning. So I'm much harsher about an outro than any other part of the game. But the problem with this outro is they didn't do anything with it. There's no big, interesting, engaging gameplay aspect, right? Picture for a moment the final mission in Dishonored 2, or Dishonored 1 for that matter. Or picture the final loop in Deathloop if you're aware of that. Or, I don't know, something else I can't think of off the top of my head. There's something there, right? As opposed to in this game where it's just kind of go back through these areas with some visual changes and some enemy changes, but that's kind of it. Or Modern Warfare, yeah, that's another example. Like, there's no final stage to speak of. And to me, I feel like that's not sufficient to pull it up to wash level. Probably Grand Spectre. Okay. That gives us lazy. Lazy is a good word for it. That gives us all these negatives. That gives us a plus 30 to gameplay. Jesus Christ. All right. Hey, Space Cadet. I'm about to do the final calculations to see how this one rated. If you want to get some drum rolls going here, give me just a second. Let me do this. Let me do this. Let me make sure I can do this nice and smoothly. Here we go. Okay. So, this is going to be... Yeah, Mass Effect 3, oh my god. I'm looking forward to and dreading an actual review of the Mass Effects, because I'm curious how it's going to line up. This is probably going to be 100 plus, and that doesn't surprise me. 28 divided by 33. 38 divided by, what is that, 46? That's some good ratios, too. 80% on both axes. Whoops. Let's screw this up here. Let's not rush it. Let's not hurry. There we go. Okay. Drum roll. Yep, nope, 100 plus. That does not surprise me. 143.62. That is way up there, actually. That is right up there with Halo Reach, which, if you remember, is a game I absolutely wouldn't stop gushing about. That actually surpasses Mega Man X1. It's right around Majora Mask territory. That is a damn good game. Now, let's see who got closest. So we've got... yeah, I think that's going to be Don Crow. He's 0.38 away. In fact, I can't imagine anyone else doing anything better other than just tying that. So Don Crow, if you happen to be there, let me know. Unless you put it in there, in which case, never mind. Where did Don Crow put something in? He did, Unavowed. What the heck is Unavowed? Is Unavowed on the list? Hang on. Unavowed is not on the list. What is Unavowed? What the heck is this? Whatever. It looks like it's playable. So we'll go ahead and put that towards Unavowed. Whoops, I need to put that here. Is it Avowed? No, I'm curious. Hang on. Unavowed. No, Unavowed came out 2018 by Wadjet Eye Games. It looks like a point-and-click adventure game. Avowed is not out yet. You know what's funny is I don't agree, Solar Cat Plasma, but I don't actually know. I don't know because I haven't reviewed Dishonored 2 under the current system. For the record, Dishonored 2 is the only game I think that could contest this one. I'm sorry, I cannot gush enough about Dishonored 2. I love that game so much. Anyways. I even did 2 playthroughs on camera. That's how much I love that game. But yeah, we'll go ahead and put that on Unavowed. Yeah, that's everything. Wow. Okay, so this has been a weird, irritating, but really, really good game. This has been phenomenal. I really like this. I hope you all have enjoyed this stream, despite frustrations. I guess I'll go work on a rumination for this. I have no idea what I'm going to talk about. But I do know that tomorrow, we're going to go and start some other game, which I think is Sunless Sea, which I know next to nothing about. Let me get the queue here really quick. Yep, Sunless Sea, whatever that is. We'll start that tomorrow. We will not finish it tomorrow, which is fine. Otherwise, see you next time.